What up? What up? What up? What's good? Welcome to another show. Welcome to one of the dopest shows on YouTube where we talk about everything under the sun as long as we get back to the money, real conversations, and real solutions. I'm your host, Courtnee Edgar. So listen, we got some topics for y'all tonight. We got some toxic topics, then we got some real life topics, and then we're gonna kind of finish off with some positive things talking about money. You feel me? So we're gonna do things a little bit different, but we still gonna be a little bit toxic from time to time. You feel me? We got to. It's only right. So how y'all feeling today, man? How y'all feeling?
Sure, feeling good, feeling good.
Okay.
Apple just did their little product release video, and they finna take on
the same phone. Okay.
Yeah.
Enjoy that same phone.
A little bit.
Yeah.
They switched it up a little bit. They gonna
The
take
color?
on. No, they redesigned the whole phone.
Wow, look at them. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They put a little bit more tech in there, redesigned the whole thing. I'm like, fuck it. We bought it now, so that's a business write-off. I'm finna go get me one.
I feel that. I ain't mad at it at all, bro. I swear I ain't mad at it.
I didn't even know you could write off your phone. I didn't even know you could write off your phone. That makes sense when you're a content creator.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
That's what I use on my camera.
Okay, yeah. I own a travel business, so I'm like, I could definitely do that.
That is equipment.
Yep, everything that's going on, the camera, the microphone, my phone, this room that I'm in, the TV, all of that can be a tax write-off in here. Just this space that I'm in, because this is where I conduct business, right?
Yep. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Wardrobe. Then I can, when I get the haircuts, I can write it off too, just simply because it's for the image. It's for the image of the platform. So
I can write off my hair.
Yeah.
I'm learning something every day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, yeah, we gonna have to get you up to speed.
You are.
Yeah, we gonna have to get you up to speed.
Yeah. So look, man, y'all ready to go ahead and get into these topics, man?
Yeah.
I was born ready.
Ooh. So you already know how we like to start off, man. We like to start off with the icebreakers. So we're gonna try to keep it under 15 minutes each one. We're gonna try to keep it under 15 minutes, but y'all know how we do it. Sometimes we just get derailed. We just get derailed and shit go left. But that's what it's supposed to be. It's entertainment, right? It's all entertainment. But let's go ahead and get into this first one though. I gotta ask a question. I gotta pose a question before I play it. I know Ash kind of hit on this before, but I want to ask a question again. Do you tell a man that he needs to pay you $10 to get your number?
No, I personally don't. But I don't hate on girls that do.
Gotcha. J Ben, you paying $10 to get a girl number? Even if she a baddie? Even if she a baddie?
Hell no.
Well, apparently there are some guys that do. And so we're going to go ahead and get into it right now. So make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit that bell notification, all right? So let's rock out.
If you want my number, you got to pay me. You can be in the vlog for $10.
$10?
Yeah.
I got it. What's up?
Okay.
For how long?
For Cash App.
Cash App?
Yeah.
I got a cash app to talk to you for?
Yeah, $10.
All right, word. I need 20. Fuck it, I got cash.
Oh, $20.
I got cash.
Okay. Yeah.
Y'all beautiful, y'all know?
Thank you.
Oh, shit, my car.
Okay.
Word. Zero?
Yeah.
You don't got interest in men?
No.
So what does it take to be different?
I don't know. I'll know it when I see it.
You know when you see it? I ain't different yet?
Not yet, no.
Not yet? No. What does it take to be different?
I don't know.
My chat?
Yeah. I'll give you my Instagram.
I can look at Instagram.
Okay.
I can advance.
Yeah.
Right.
Congratulations.
So, who wanna take this? Who wanna take this first?
We're gonna let Ashley go first.
Okay. She's young. I think the girls, we had touched on this. I'm not gonna hate on a girl, especially now. I was telling y'all that like women, especially at a younger age, we're growing tired of the BS. And so they want something up front before the back end. So I get it. I mean, like $20 nut. Now it is to somebody, but if it's something to you, you should not be giving it up. You know what I mean? So on his end, I think that he's fine. He didn't care. She asked for 10, he gave 20, so he obviously doesn't care. And I do like that, she said how she was feeling or whatever. And then she didn't tell him also too, like what would make him different, because then he would know exactly how to play the game. Like, no, you need to show exactly why it makes you different or she can cut you off. So I'm not hating on it. It is what it is. I personally wouldn't, but that's just because I don't look like I have my own money. So I'm not looking for that. I'm not interested in money, but yeah, teach his own.
So would you say that she broke?
Not at all. Not at all. Because, you can ask for money and not be broke. She just wanted something up front. And then right after, she told him she's not interested in men, but still gave her Instagram. So I'm like, there's something there. Or it might not be. She might not be interested at all. But, I don't think she'd play the game of not being interested at all. But to each his own on that one, too. We'll never know, I guess.
Interesting. Interesting. Raw, what you got?
I mean, shit. She could do what she want to do, to be honest. Everybody got their life, but with the way she dressed or whatever, you ain't finna get $10 about it me. Like, I could see your belly button from your damn bus line.
Oh, stop it.
I'm already knowing that this conversation ain't worth a damn.
Even if she was in a nun's outfit, you'd still say the same, minus how she's dressed. You'd be like, she's so modest, blah, blah, blah. And then you make something up about that, too.
See, the thing is, when you have people have personas that follow them as well. So the outfit is an initial icebreaker, so to speak. But we can tell by her personality, too, that, just from that short clip, kind of on iffy grounds right now. You ain't the holiest of holy. So you don't need my 10. Like, if I want to throw 10, I can go to that damn room with the lights and the disco music playing with them damn chrome poles in there, and I could throw 10 ones. And I could really get something for my 10. So 10 for a conversation, like I can't even just say, hi, what's your name? Tell you that I like the curl pattern of your hair and ask you how your day was. If you're going to stick around long enough for that short conversation, it's just 10 off the rip just to say hi. Yeah, nah, fuck that.
It helps weed them out. See if you're not interested in it. Then that lets you know also that she's not somebody that you'd mess with, which I think it's a great starter. Everybody knows their lane. You know what I mean? If that's something you're interested in, that lets her know also. I think it's perfect.
I ain't gonna hold you, and so this is why I gotta take Ross' perspective on this one. It's some crazy ass niggas out here, man. You taking $20 and you ain't giving him the number they asked for. Mind you, she asked for 10, but he gave her 20. And then to follow up with, yeah, you can get my Instagram. And you ain't into men? Nah, let me get that 20 back, shorty. You about to give me that 20 back. Right. Even though personally, I'm not paying for a motherfucking thing. I'm not giving you nothing. Like, I don't give a fuck how attractive you are. What? I don't care if the clavicle's out. I don't care. I ain't giving you nothing.
Remember,
you'd have missed me.
People pay taxes all year. They need that refund in February.
I think the ones who will, and the ones who won't. And I think that works, Yeah,
but it's just risky business. To me, just go ahead, say no. You don't fit whatever. Yeah, but if you say no, walk the fuck off. The 10 don't matter.
She's busy. She's busy. She has the camera in front of her. Why would she walk off? He's supposed to walk off. When she said no, he should have strolled. But instead he stayed. So he was open to it. He was open to the challenge of whatever she was going to bring. Then paid her double down that he wanted her. And everybody knows right now too, especially at that age, we don't give numbers, we give Instagram. So I'm pretty sure he already thought that. And then he was fine with the fact that he said, it's okay, I'll advance to it. He likes the challenge.
Listen, I'm just going to say this. Ladies, if you can finesse a nigga, finesse him. And if he'll suck him, he just a sucker. He just going to have to take that L, big dog, because there's absolutely no way in absolute hell that I'm paying for a motherfucking thing. I'm
Whose
sorry.
camera situation was it? Was it her camera situation or his?
Yeah, it was her camera situation.
Oh,
and it wasn't even his.
So her and Chocolate Shorties together, they was doing something and he pimped down on her.
Yeah, strolled up, then tripled down, honestly.
He should have walked off.
Right. Girls wouldn't keep asking for it if men aren't giving it. So the real problem is y'all.
No, I grew up around players and pimps. I respect the game. Like if she gonna break his pockets, that's on him. But him coming up out his pockets to begin with, corny as fuck. That's all I'm saying.
Facts.
I feel you on that one though.
Like she said no, then you over there. Now you look like you begging. So now even if she do start messaging you back, she finna just start taxing you through Cash App.
Mm-hmm.
Like get the fuck out of here. Pay for no damn subscription.
Facts. What up, Mark? You I'm pretty sure. I don't know if you saw this this video or not, but did you see it?
I think I've seen that one before. Is that where old boy rolled up with him? There was another girl with her, and she was like, "Well, you got to pay me," and he was like, "Okay, yeah, yeah." I mean, I'm guessing y'all think that shit's real.
I mean, whether it is or not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not doing it regardless. You feel me?
Well, yeah, I'm definitely. If someone say, "Yo, I don't even know you," you ask me to pay for some shit, I would just walk away. I would just turn around. I wouldn't even say nothing. I don't even understand how you can even entertain that shit. That's crazy.
But he ain't even put up no resistance. Like he came
down.
He put his legs to the ceiling. Little nasty ass. Boy had no resistance. Like, oh, that's what you want? Okay, here. Like, get your bitch ass out of here, man.
I mean, hey, I wouldn't put it past. That shit may be legit, but yeah, that is some simp fucking. I think that's even worse. That's worse than being a simp. To be honest with you, I think most simps would just turn around.
That's the smallest form. That's the smallest form of tricking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a better name for it. Because I'm not a hater on a simp. I love me a sensitive ass.
Sure you do.
Oh, you like your what now?
I love like a sensitive, not sensitive like boo-hoo, but just like lovey-dovey, affectionate, healthy obsession with me. Absolutely. And some people call that simping. But I'm also, I'm a giver in that sense. So
I mean, that ain't 100% simping. That's a little part of it, but I mean, I wouldn't even call that simping.
Over there, Moist Ministries.
Bring that over here. Healthy and healed. Come in.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Hey, just like that video I sent y'all the other day. Hey, just like that video I sent y'all the other day. Oh boy, I'm pretty sure he was emotionally intelligent for sure. I bet he hit all the buttons for old girl until he turned to a girl. Hey, I'm pretty sure she was like, "Yo, this dude, he got it." This motherfucker's on top of it.
Well, he was ready. He was ready though. He knew. He thought he was finna get some real play. She ain't gonna even follow him back. Watch. That's a fucked up.
She might follow him right now, and then she'll like delete it out there.
Man, she doing that shit just for the camera, bro. She ain't replying back to that dude.
She put her text now number in there. That ain't even her real number.
Yeah.
I mean, that's her WhatsApp number.
Instagram. I say 50-50 on that. Because if it is real, he did accept the challenge, which is intriguing. So she could be like, meh, or she could be like, I'm intrigued. Because
look at her body language the entire time. She wasn't even facing him. She wasn't paying him no mind. She wasn't giving that man no attention. She wasn't checking for him, not even a little bit.
Even in the still, her face looked like the number stamps.
Instagram. I say 50.
Oh shit, whatever the fuck she giving up. I'm
just saying, bro.
We like to be intrigued.
I mean, I get it.
that dress fine. She got a little freakum dress on, but I ain't paying for it. I don't even know you.
Oh yeah, she got the sandbags out and everything. Yeah, she had to get some attention going.
She at least had to do fucking 20 jumping jacks for this 20.
Okay.
Exactly.
Just hoping it won't fall out, huh?
She probably don't even remember his name. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that part's true for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So like, nah, I'm good. Cause I'm the type of nigga, I'm gonna ask you again before I leave. Hey, you remember my name?
I think that's great because if I don't say it right after you say it, I'm not remembering it. So yeah, tell me again. For sure.
Exactly. And if you don't remember, I'm saying, nah, you good.
That's fine with me.
I'm like, nah, you sure? I'm like, you weren't even that interested. You know what I'm saying?
Some people just have
like, I ain't strange.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I dated a girl for like a month. I didn't even know her. I kept forgetting her name.
Thank you. How was that?
I was about a month, and I'll forget her name all the time. I haven't looked at my phone. It'd be the worst thing. My boy called, my friends would call me like, "Yo, what you doing?" I'm like, "Oh man," because I couldn't remember her name to save my damn life, bro.
A month though.
Ain't nobody
it was a while.
With your Alzheimer's.
It was a month where you just saw her like I probably saw her 4 times over the weekend. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like I didn't see it like all the time. It wasn't no shit like that.
I've done it too.
This is way back in the day, bro. Way back in the day.
Younger days.
Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
If you ain't thick, your name must have quit. I don't remember that shit neither. Nah, I'm just playing.
Oh shit.
So look, I just made it. Look, for the people out there, I just made it easy for y'all. If you want to get a chick, remember her name. Because most niggas ain't gonna remember her name. Remember her name, bro. That's one. And look, don't pay her for nothing. Don't pay her for her number. Don't pay nothing.
I do agree with that part, though.
Don't pay nothing. Don't even buy a drink.
I do not agree with that. But I do
not agree. I do not agree
with
that.
You don't agree with that?
Not the drink part. I do agree with the not giving them money when they're in that type of.
You want us to pull up bumping T-Pain? I ain't buying you shit.
Listen.
The drink. If you think she's worth it, I think so. But if you're just here for play, I totally get it. But like an actual girl that you're interested in, like not buying a drink, I think it's silly.
I won't know she's worth it until I've had a conversation with her at least for about 30 to 45 minutes.
30, 45 is nuts. You can have in the first 10 and know if you're even interested in talking for the next 5.
Nah, I need you. Because if you really rock, if you really rock with me, you're gonna be sitting there with me. You're gonna have my undivided attention in the club 30, 45 minutes.
While we're both thirsty. Oh, okay.
100%.
I'd have a drink.
Listen, see what you don't understand is I'm gonna be sipping my drink this entire time. I'm hoping you ain't guzzling that whole down, taking your time having the conversation. You feel me? Because you're gonna be too busy talking. Because I'm gonna be asking questions about you. So you know what I'm saying?
If she gave you 45 minutes of her time, that's when she deserves a drink?
Yep.
45 minutes in the club when y'all are yelling at each other.
Bar? No, it's probably in the bar, not a club. Bar. In the bar.
Even bar with loud music and talking. Now both of y'all are ear to ear still yelling.
100%.
45 minutes?
30 to 45. That's a sweet spot. 30 to 45.
I might take the 20 out my wallet and put it in her purse.
then it's worth it.
You said, look, I need to speed this process up, dog.
yeah. That's a lot of talking.
Shit,
you want to have 15-minute interaction max when we're in a bar.
Oh yeah, she's throwing. I'm just saying though that she's throwing them back. You know, if you walk up to her, she got a full cup. What I'm gonna buy you another drink for? This is perfect time for me to be having a conversation with you. Like, I bet, perfect timing. She ain't worried about no drink. I'm drinking my drink. Now, if we still having a conversation past 25, 30 minutes, and she's still in that one drink, and I see it's getting empty. Like, listen, hey, my man, let me get what she get. Let me, you know what I'm saying, let me get one of those what she have, and then boy, let me get my drink. You feel me? Because I'm already now we invested. Because I know you invested, I'm invested. So then I'll buy a drink. But I'm not gonna walk up to you and buy you a drink. I don't know. You can either grab the drink, and then next thing you know, you gonna walk the fuck out. Okay, thank you. Like, nah, fam, we ain't doing that.
And see, on some player shit, that's why when you walk in and you see which one you want, you wait for somebody else to buy her a drink.
Right.
So she already preoccupied.
Exactly.
Then if the conversation go your way, you hit her with the refill.
That fucker gonna be salty too.
And if it's really a good time, I might say, look, don't say give us 2 shots because we having fun now. Because now I know she don't care about nothing else going on. I got her full attention.
Mm-hmm.
So now me and her having a whole conversation. We don't care what's going on out there. We just having fun with each other. See, man, y'all better stop playing with me, bro.
I see a little bit.
Assert dominance because when he double back, he'll be like, "Oh no, she good, big dog. She with me."
Exactly. You already look. She gonna be like, mm-hmm. She gonna look at you like, damn, he already claiming me. Exactly. You feel me? So like, listen.
He went too far on the claiming.
Listen, I'm trusting you. When you win it, you got some drinks in you, and you already interested. You know you interested in them. Because mind you probably in your head already you probably already undressed them with your eyes already, even though you ain't gonna say it. So
absolutely,
you say that you're gonna look at it like, oh, okay, I see you.
Depends. But yeah, if I spent 25 minutes with you, you have my attention for sure. Exactly. Absolutely. Exactly. I don't know about claiming me though. Don't be trying to ruin it for the rest of the hoes. Absolutely not. But you have my undivided attention.
That shit done.
The rest of the hoes gonna come back on Sunday, Saturday. You mine.
You feel me? It's done. That shit's done.
You done sat there 25 minutes. You done hit me with about 5 of the hair twirls. No, we in there. I ain't trying to hear that.
Did the whole behind the ear shit. Like, yeah, it's over with, bro. Game over. Game over. It's over. You feel me? So yeah, hold up. There you go. So yeah, any final thoughts on that?
No, I think when you're young, play them how you want to. Play them better game than the men can. Do it. When you're older,
don't do it. See, you're right. You being toxic. You being toxic. Don't you do that shit.
Absolutely. When you're young, we've all done the fucked up shit, and yet we want to tell the younger ones not to do the shit that we did back then.
You learned.
Not. No. When they're young like that, live it up. Do it.
If you ain't see no man give your mama no $20 on the walk up, keep your damn money.
Right.
If they're willing to pay it, do it. Obviously they are, because the girly pops are doing it, and apparently it's working. Because if it wasn't working, they wouldn't be talking about it.
Don't take it. Don't take, ladies. Don't take the money. If he try to give it to you, don't take it. Because now he trying to buy your attention. I ain't buying your attention.
I'm with Ashley. Go ahead, take the money.
It costs to speak when you're that age.
Yeah, it costs to speak on here. It costs to speak on here. You feel me? It's gonna cost to speak on here, but nah, in person, nah, it ain't happening.
But that's for you, and I love it. You know what I mean? Also for me, I'm not the type to do that, but
see, exactly.
Live your best life when you're young.
Don't retire now. Don't retire now.
I'm intentional now, so it's different.
Now you intentional.
Absolutely. When I was younger, I was a menace to society.
That's crazy.
I'm glad I ain't the only one 2 times retired.
He said 2 times. Oh shit. Listen, man, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure y'all hit that bell notification. So let's go ahead and move over to the next topic of the icebreakers. Speaking of modern women, we got some toxic shit going on, and it kind of speaks to this bonnet era. Kind of speaks to the bonnet era. And sometimes I just don't agree with people going outside looking a certain way. That goes for men, that goes for women. Sometimes you just got to be able to have a little bit more dignity about yourself. So there's this woman who was in court. She came with a braless, I think you call it a spaghetti strap shirt. And she had a bonnet on her head in court. So the judge called her out on it. So yeah, we finna listen to that. We finna get to that right now. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
What are you wearing?
I'm sorry.
You have a swimsuit on for me.
No, it's not a swimsuit, and I did not know this was a court day. I just told the lady back there that I'm not dressed properly for court.
She was in court?
In court.
Nigga, I thought she said she was virtual.
Nah, fam.
She said she didn't know.
Court?
There's no way you believe that. Come on, man. Just because it come out your mouth don't make it true.
I believe that she wouldn't have come on it.
You in court.
For the Mad TV, right?
Ain't no way. She said, I didn't know this was court. I thought this was regular court, not court.
Hey, let it rock. Fuck it. Y'all got me.
Court at all.
Really? Yes, you are not. I agree with that 100%. That's very insulting to me that you would come into my courtroom dressed like that.
I apologize. I had no idea it was in as a visit and not a court date. So I was unaware that this was a court date. Because she wrote on the back of the car, a visit. So it was never said that this was a court date.
Ooh, wait.
All right, this is case number 23CR40542, the state of Ohio versus Monique Smith. Ms. Smith, the court has received a report that alleges that you have violated the terms of your ILC. Officer's statement of the allegation, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Smith has violated ILC condition number 1, and then on June 11th of 2025, the defendant pled guilty to and was sentenced for 1 count of OVI and 1 count of driving under suspension. This was in Middletown. And then on June 11th, the defendant pled guilty and was sentenced for another count of driving under suspension under a different case number, also in Middletown. On December 10th, 2024, the defendant pled guilty to and was sentenced for 1 count of driving under suspension or under an OVI suspension under a case in Middletown. And on July 12th, 2024, the defendant pled guilty to and was sentenced for 1 count of driving under suspension. As well as ILC condition number 8, the defendant has failed to inform her probation officer of law enforcement contact after picking up a new OVI charge and another traffic offense on March 24th of 2025. Special condition number 16C, the defendant failed to complete drug or alcohol treatment as ordered on February 1st of 2024. Special condition 16D, the defendant has failed to complete mental health treatment as ordered on February 1st, 2024. Special condition 16E, to date, the defendant has failed to pay restitution in full as ordered on February 1st, 2024. And finally, special condition 16F, to date, the defendant has failed to obtain her GED as ordered on February 1st, 2024.
Ms. Smith, do you understand those allegations?
Yes, sir.
You have a right to be represented by counsel. If you cannot afford an attorney, I will appoint one for you. Do you have the funds to hire an attorney?
I do not.
Do you want me to appoint you one?
Yes, please.
Mr. Mall's handing you an affidavit of indigency that you need to sign.
Okay. Right above my name.
Why is she not in custody?
Your Honor, Ms. Smith, despite her noncompliance with court orders, she has continued to drug test negative, and she has appeared for order to reports after they were issued.
Thank you. All right, the court will find that you're indigent for the purposes of retaining counsel. The court will appoint attorney Roger Bouchard to represent you in this matter. Court finds that there's probable cause you have violated the terms of your ILC, and this matter is going to be set for final hearing. Ms. Smith, I don't know what you expect. Looking at your record, this isn't your first contact with the court, but I'm not sure what you've expected or what you have done in other courtrooms, but this is very different. I'm going to hold you to what I ordered you to do.
Yes,
so
sir.
you owe significant amount in restitution.
It's $11,433.
You have been on ILC for over a year. You have done, basically, you have not done anything, and you continue to break the law. The next time you appear before me, you better have a solid plan in place or you are going into custody. Do you understand me?
Yes.
You owe $11,000 to the victim in this case. You don't seem to care that I've ordered you to do things. You come to court dressed very inappropriately. And I'm telling you right now, I don't know what your contact with the court has been in the past, but it's going to be different when you come in here to see me again. Do you understand me?
Yes.
Because the next time I see you, if you haven't done something, you are going into custody. Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
All right, that's all.
Boy.
That girl, you stop driving, dog.
At least get your GED, girl. Damn. Show up in a bonnet, haven't went to therapy, haven't got your GED. The 11 grand I get. It's only been a year. I get it, girl. But the rest of it, the way I would have had everything but that 11 grand if I didn't have it, it's crazy.
She should have been busting it open.
Like 8 times. Like driving without a suspended license. And it ain't like, when you driving, it ain't like you got a big sign that say, my license is suspended. That means you're doing something fucked up. Like, how the fuck did she get this shit like 8 times? I don't get it. I'm telling you, it should be on 10 and 2. Out that first one, bro. You should be like locked in. I don't know, man. That's crazy.
Speed limit.
I'm just stuck on her the way that she showed up to court, though. That's the part that got me tripping.
Man, that shit blew me.
Nigga said, I thought it was just a visit. So, nigga, you going to a courthouse.
So did they follow her to the parking lot? Because I'm pretty sure she drove up there. Because
yeah, she did too.
I'm gonna have to call Slimmy and see Slimmy seen her on his bus. Because ain't no way. They say in Ohio, right? Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
she's like, can I get this validated?
But on the positive note,
Shit.
I will say, if I ever hear her say people is racist, I might have to fight her because
Yeah.
dude did ask why is she not in custody, and they was like, hey, you know, when we tell her to show up, she show up. Essentially, she's not a flight risk, so we wasn't really tripping. So
I thought for sure he's gonna say she going to jail.
they ain't dragging you through the mud like just because you was black. Even in court, he was like, you in here dressed like the help, but just next time know where the fuck you coming to, or we gonna lock you up. So
just off the strength of how you dress, just off the strength.
Because when you said bonnet and spaghetti straps and shit, I'm thinking, okay, she got a little court appearance and it's on Zoom or something, and she's in her living room, you know, being crazy. Shorty was in the building. Yeah, man.
You know, it's rough. And apparently she's been a few times, so I might have to take back what I said about like, well, maybe like, no, girl, this isn't like you went in to go check the ticket date. Like, no, you've been there a few times. You know what's up. I don't care if it's
outside like that in the first place.
Yeah, people don't go check their mail in that shit.
Right.
I don't understand that. That's crazy. I don't know motherfuckers wouldn't even check their mail in that clothes like that. How the hell you gonna go to a goddamn courthouse? Even was appearance. Yeah. That's crazy. You know her ass was up early enough. I mean, enough time to fucking put some clothes on.
Hey,
you just jump out the bed and fucking roll. She probably changed clothes. She probably changed into that shit.
Like, oh shit! That'd be fucked up if she did.
Big mama tired.
Oh shit! Man. I mean, they talking about GD, so she got to be young.
I know where she stay. I know where she stay. That's all I'm gonna say. I know where she stay.
Definitely project.
She can't be too young. Them tattoos look like they done wore out.
Yeah, like they done stretched a little bit. You feel me?
Yeah, tattoos paying taxes at this point.
Yeah, she's definitely on older than 23 for sure. Like, get it together.
I'm surprised. I mean, you think they'll ask her about GED? Is she that old?
I think so. If she dropped out young, which would make a little more sense if we're, you know, basing off just her looks, which I try not to. But yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She got
location, people she surrounds herself with. Apparently something happened, why she owes the victim $11,000. So yeah, I can see that. I can see.
I want to know what she owe him for. Well, I wonder what happened.
That was.
Yeah. Hey, they trying to help Shorty though. I mean, at least they
beat somebody.
Put some fire on the ass and get that GED.
I thought about battery, assault, or something, but I was like, but why would they take her license over assaut? So now I'm like, well,
because she hit the nigga with the car first, then she hopped out.
Yeah, she ran over that motherfucker. They got the impound and kept driving.
Cars. The car wouldn't go no more. The coolant running down the street, and she just hopped out and started mollywopping his ass.
That'd be some shit in the same uniform that she got on right now. That'd be crazy work. What the hell? If it was the same uniform that she had on, and she did that, now that shit would have been wild work. You hear me?
But that same uniform, I know she could fry some chicken fire from scratch.
Chicken wings.
What?
I know that chicken be busting. You hear me?
If she bring the pan to the potluck, I'm in that bit first.
You understand me? I'm telling you, she cooking the fried chicken, but in the background, you're gonna see a roach go across the wall.
Hey.
You gonna see a roach go across the wall, and she got popcorn. And she got popcorn ceilings. I'm telling you now. Oh, that's exactly what it is.
And she be frying with a baby on her hip. 100%.
Right there. And whipping that bitch too, like she be like, nigga, we in here.
Yeah, we good. It's like a coach purse, these bitches.
She's trying to better her life.
I guess. So look, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure I hit the bell notification. All right. So since we already, we ain't necessarily talking about it, but I want to kind of move over and pivot just a little bit to Arizona politics. I said I want to talk a little bit more about it, but it's still relevant to what's going on out here, with the Trump administration in regards to ICE and illegal immigrants. I gotta say illegal first so people can understand. Illegal immigrants, illegal, not the legal ones, right? So apparently Senator Annalise Ortiz doxed the ICE workers out here in Arizona, saying that they were in certain areas. So she posted on her platform, and of course she has a following. She's a senator. She posted on her platform, warning her community that the ICE people are going to be in a certain area and to stay away from the area. So we're gonna dive into that a little bit, and then we'll have our discussions and opinions about it. All right. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, dog. Let's get to it. Hold up. There we go.
Arizona State Senator is under fire for her social media posts about ICE sightings. She is now facing calls for her removal from the state Senate. She says those posts are protected speech. I talked with the First Amendment expert about the issue.
I'm absolutely worried about my safety. I'm getting death threats.
State Senator Annalise Ortiz posts on social media about immigration enforcement activity. Now the Senate president is asking the U.S. Justice Department to investigate her, saying in a statement, quote, "Public servants have a duty to uphold the law and respect those who enforce it, not undermine them."
I have received death threats, calls for my arrest, calls for my deportation, even though I am a United States citizen born and raised in Arizona.
Senator Ortiz is standing firm, telling me her posts are protected speech.
I am not intimidated by this because what I did.
How long before I see
no, I want that.
Hey, yo.
That's crazy work, ain't it?
Was simply alert my community to stay away from an area where ICE could be to keep themselves safe.
First Amendment experts I talked with agree.
Senator Ortiz is right. She has a First Amendment right to talk about, to share publicly available, publicly viewable information.
Alex Morey is at the Freedom Forum, a nonpartisan nonprofit focused on First Amendment education.
It's very much protected by the First Amendment.
Daryl Hill at the ACLU of Arizona agreed, saying Senator Ortiz has a right to share information with her constituents.
This is just normal part of being a member of society, being a member of the public, and a normal expression of First Amendment rights and activities.
The U.S. Department of Homeland Security told me in a statement that Senator Ortiz is siding with criminals over American citizens, writing, quote, "Notifying the public about ICE law enforcement operations endangers law enforcement and weakens American national security. This certainly looks like obstruction of justice." Both experts I talked to say people who post online about ICE sightings should know that's protected speech.
Whatever your politics, if the First Amendment stands for anything, it's for the idea that we should be able to talk openly in this country about issues that are of importance to us, up to and including criticizing government officials.
For ABC 15's political team, I'm Manually Tebek.
So, what do y'all think? What's y'all thoughts on this?
Yeah, that's like insider trading, pretty much. I mean, I'm pretty sure she's got some insight of where they might be at. She's in the government. I mean, I understand you have your personal views on shit, but if you have a job like that, like you can't express your personal like opinion. Like you gotta abide by law. Like they're getting out illegal citizens that aren't here, that aren't supposed to be here. I mean, no matter how you feel about it personally, I mean, you're not. I mean, that's just something if you have a job that high, you shouldn't be able to do shit like that. I don't think. So I don't think it was right.
Ash?
I do not disagree with her. I don't agree with how we're going about it. No one's playing fair right now, so I say play unfair, just like they're playing unfair. So that's it. Absolutely. I will never hop on this bandwagon about what they're doing to the people. I don't care, illegal and legal, because they're doing both. How they're going about it is disgusting, and I will never be a part of that. I'll never jump on the bandwagon to agree with that ever.
They just put them on a plane, send them home. What's so bad about that?
That's not what's happening either. So, yeah, I feel real passionate about that one. No.
Well, I mean, if you fight, then they might fight you back. But if you ain't fighting, they'll just put you in that plane, let you go. I don't know.
All I'm gonna say,
hey,
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was done, but
Yeah, so all I'm gonna say is when I hop on AOL's Blue CD free 30-day trial internet on my J Ben profile, just because I have the Jamaican flag behind my name, and I'll be on other people's streams and they chat. Like there's one dude, Supreme Red TV. He a fire ass creator, but people be in the chat like anytime I try to say anything, they're like, "Oh, you a tether, you a tether." First of all, I ain't tied to shit but this country because I was born here. I wasn't born somewhere else and moved over here. So one thing I don't get, for one, is internally, motherfuckers beefing FBA versus tethers and all this goofy ass shit. Like we ain't all that were born here in the same fight together. For one. For two, this is somebody that was sworn into office to represent American people. See, the problem with the black community is y'all fight with every fucking body, even your own reflection in the mirror, and then y'all wonder why y'all can't get shit. Y'all want reparations and all this other shit, but y'all can't even unify long enough to fucking draw up a damn scroll of things that you want to get done. So, Ashley, I get what you're saying as far as humans, but if a motherfucker ain't a citizen, at the end of the day, they stepping on your rights. Because when you get arrested and you was born here, they don't let you back out. These motherfuckers get arrested and the motherfuckers be bonded out in 24 hours back to terrorize the streets. So they playing in everybody's fucking face with this shit. So the least you can do is everybody that's here illegally, go ahead and get the fuck out. We don't care what the fuck it's for. Follow the process to come back if you're eligible to come back. But while you're gone, we need to figure out us here. Everybody's screaming they can't get a job, they can't do this, they can't do that. Okay, they done ran through 15, 20, 30 plants and got all the illegals up out of there. Did any of y'all bitch ass motherfuckers apply? Did people just get laid off at the damn paper plant or whatever the fuck that was closing? Now they ran through Hyundai. Is any of y'all over there getting them jobs? Because another thing too, I see people that was going on strike and the company started playing unfair with that to where they was like, oh, okay, well, y'all keep doing y'all strike. We done tried 3-4 variations of meeting you in the middle. Y'all don't want to meet us in the middle. So what they starting to do now is they just hiring brand new hires off the street and they starting to clip people while they on strike. So the thing is, you need to protect yourself first. It's just like when you catch a flight on the plane and the mask drop, put your mask on, and then you can help everybody else. Everybody within the country right now is beefing and fighting and doing all this other stuff, and y'all letting all this goofy shit fucking in, and we ain't even figured ourselves out yet. So no, the motherfuckers need to go stand at the fence and watch from outside the club so we can get ourselves together. Then we let y'all back in. So as a public figure that was elected in to represent American people, you shouldn't be hopping your happy-go-lucky ass up on there telling non-American people that the Americans are coming to get you. That's goofy. Then y'all sit up there talking about, oh, tax the rich, do all this extra shit, and these are the motherfuckers getting rich doing insider trade and all this other stuff in y'all face, and they'll hop out there and campaign with you talking about, oh, tax the rich, and they go hide their hand and got all these offshore accounts in Switzerland and Israel and all these other places. And y'all be screaming free Palestine and all this other stuff, and they got their money tied up in there, doubling and tripling on the wars and all that. So all this bullshit, I get it. If you want to be human, be human. Trust me, I understand. If I walk past homeless people, I get them food. I might give them $1 or $2. That's fine. But if you're not supposed to be here, get the fuck out so we can figure out what we got going on here for us first. Then we'll open the door and bring you back in. Just like if I came over to your house, if you ain't got no food in your house when it's time to eat, you might kick me the fuck out. I ain't got shit for you. I ain't trying to share. I got just enough to quench my hunger. So, hey, big dog, you might have to go. I'll see you tomorrow.
What you about to do?
But in times of abundance, you like, oh shit, I'm finna cook. You want a bite? You know, you can stay an extra hour. I'm finna go chef up this food on the stove real quick. We can sit down and eat with me. Right now, we ain't got no extra food. So motherfuckers gotta go. And that's all I really gotta say on it. And all that FBA tether shit, when y'all come over to this stream and see, I was born in the Bronx, New York. Yeah, my mom's side of the family Jamaican, my father's side is fucking Namibian, but I ain't tied to shit but here. I don't know nowhere over there. So y'all gotta quit with this tether, FBA, whatever, because y'all bitch ass motherfuckers was voting for Kamala. She wasn't born over here. That bitch was imported. Y'all voted for fucking Obama, goofy ass. That motherfucker was imported. Y'all run behind all these other motherfucking tethers when they on camera and on CNN and all this other shit. Then the motherfucker that's on the ground level fighting the fight with you, y'all want to have beef with. And y'all let all these other goofy motherfuckers in and go do crazy shit. I ain't with it. And that's all I got to say on it.
I feel that. Anybody? No?
All right. To comment on what he said, or are you going to go?
Oh, no, I'll go. I just thought, I don't know if anybody had a rebuttal to that.
I have a lot of rebuttals to that, but you can go.
No, go ahead. No, hey, look, it's your time to shine. It's on you.
Okay. It's never going to be just us trying to figure out our shit. Now, if we're talking about the Black community, that's something totally different. But if we're talking about as a country, it's never going to be just us because it's a monopoly and it's set us up to fail. And we will every time. And that has nothing to do with the illegals being here. It's a game that we're losing because of the tippy top, not because illegals are stealing our jobs. Be so fucking for real. Now, as a community, that's different. We need to come together on a whole nother level that has nothing really to do with the outside world, especially has nothing to do with illegals. And they're not just picking them up. And that plant that you're talking about for Hyundai, that was from South Korea, who was here to help our economy because we asked them to. And then that white lady did the shit that she fucking did, which was dumb as fucking. Now South Korea's taking all their shit back. That includes phones, washers, dryers, Samsung, all that shit. Dumb as fuck. We're not doing it correctly, and that's the problem. I can understand removing illegals that are dangerous to society, the real ones, abso-fucking-lutely. But the ones that you're picking up at school where you're snatching their mom and dad because they're at graduation and the kids are by themselves and the kids are also having to be in court by themselves with no one around and they don't know what's going on. And then they're putting them in these fucking concentration camps and we're calling them something else because concentration camps are illegal, probably for not that much longer. Absolutely not. There's so much shit being attached to that. They're sleeping on the floor. They don't have good conditions. I don't give a fuck about them being illegal or not. They're still humans. They don't have due process. And now we're coming in talking about they don't need it anymore. And they don't just take them on a plane and ship them out either. There's a whole bunch of extra shit. They're shipping them places they never even fucking been before. People that were born here can't stay here. And then they're shipping them to places that they've never even been. So no, they're not going about it the correct way. I get what you're saying about the ones that are banned and do need to leave, absolutely. But that's not who all we're shipping out. They're even taking legal people who are actually citizens here and shipping them to just because they look fucking different. No, how it's going is nasty work, and I'll never agree to it. I agree with some should be moved out, but if we're talking about they're stealing our fucking jobs, be so fucking for real. They came over because we weren't going to do the shit anyway. We were never going to pick the strawberries and shit, especially for the Black fucking community. That's not happening. The reason why the Mexicans came over to do the shit is because we weren't going to. They thought when they were deporting their asses that we were going to then jump in, and we didn't do that shit either. Absolutely not. Like, no. I was sorry, I won't comment to that. I'll stop
I got a question for you though. So if we saying that it's out of hand now, where was all this passion when Obama was president and the motherfuckers was in cages and shit?
He was deporting. Like I said, I've never agreed with how we're going about it. I'm not just off because of this particular one. He was deporting a whole bunch of people too, and it never was this much raw about it. I think doing it the way that's inhumane is unacceptable. But right now it's in our face, so it's even more. You know what I mean? Like right now we're like it's blown up bigger, so that's why it's so like more of a conversation.
It's only blown up because Black people don't like white people because Trump is white. Motherfuckers hate Trump because it was blown up the same way when Obama was in office and he had the motherfuckers in cages and shit and kids was coming up missing and all this. Everybody want these Epstein files, but nobody talking about all these kids that go missing every fucking presidency, no matter who the president is. So what is we really passionate about?
I do agree, but now we're talking about two separate things here. And I completely agree with you on what you're saying about the kids going missing. Absolutely. And I'm not hating on him because he's white. All of our presidents have been fucking white, and I haven't had a problem with that, -1. The problem is how it's going about. Right now, we're talking about this one in particular for how it's going on. I don't agree. I didn't agree when they did it before. I still don't fucking agree now. I think they should have at least fucking due process. I don't think a child should be alone with no one there to speak on their name. They were born here and then have to go to a country they've never been to before. Absolutely not. Absolutely.
Well, I mean, shit. Some of the illegals, well, the violent ones. I get what you're saying with the ones that they were trying to naturalize and their paperwork got misplaced and all that or whatever, or it's just been taking forever to process. Those ones I'm not worried about. But some of these motherfuckers that came from Nicaragua and all that, they walked through 15 countries to get here through unknown and uncharted territories, trusting cartels and militias and shit to get them here. So deporting them somewhere else they ain't never been, that's a part of your journey. You went through a fucking 6-7 other countries you ain't never been to get here. And I ain't even trying to be funny, and I'm not trying to be heartless, but shit, if we got shit to figure out,
we're never going to be able to figure that out. As a collective, as a community, our Black community, yes, but we don't need other people to leave for us to figure our shit out. Like I said, the game is set up for all of us to fail in this country, illegal or legal. So it wouldn't matter if they left anyway. They're not taking our jobs. They are paying taxes. Like, there's just so much shit. Now, the ones that are violent, absolutely, right? But we don't know. We don't, at this point, it's a fucking monopoly. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know if they're good. We don't know if they're bad. So we're just like, fuck it, all of them. So I disagree.
But
with
that's
how
the problem, though.
It's nasty work. Alligator, Alcatraz or whatever, some fuck bullshit. And I think they closed it down as well because it's disgusting and inhumane. The concentration camps are disgusting and inhumane. Like, they aren't the problem. He's just doing that because that's just part of it, because that's what we think is good, because they're eating the cats and fucking dogs. Like, be so fucking for real right now. If you believe that, cut it out.
Cut what out?
You believe they're eating the cats and dogs right now?
I lived in third world countries. I'd have seen.
We're talking about this one. We're talking about this one. He's saying the ones here are eating the cats and dogs.
They came from there, didn't they? No, I'm not even really trying to be devil's advocate. But if you was already doing something somewhere, what makes you think you finna come here and just switch up overnight? If a motherfucker was a cannibal in South Africa, what make you think he finna come here and not eat the neighbor? Y'all had Jeffrey Dahmer. That nigga was born here.
Most of our serial killers are born here. And a specific color.
Okay, but
yeah, we're worried about the illegals.
So weird is weird, regardless. It don't matter where you come from, but you gonna still take you with you.
I understand what you're saying, but like the shooters that are happening right now, legal, mostly a specific color. We don't want to ship them out though. We're worried about the ones that we do. I know we would like to, but that's not who we're going after.
Since I was a child.
What?
I've always said since I was a child, if you know that so much about guns and all this extra shit, like even if they send you to the penitentiary or whatever, in times of war when we need to go serve, boom, go earn your freedom. You already know how to bust a gun down, break it down, clean it, put it back together, and shoot somebody, right? You could 3D print a switch and take your ass to Iraq and see what that switch really do. And if you survive, we'll figure out your freedom on the back end. But quit terrorizing the fucking streets over here.
The ones here, or are you talking about the illegals or the legals?
I don't give a fuck what you is. Because if you can't follow the damn legal code, you still being illegal. Even if you was born here, you still doing illegal shit. So, I mean, shit.
People that are shooting up schools and stuff like that, absolutely. And our pedophiles and stuff, I think we should fight it out to the death. I think that's great. Send them over. Absolutely.
Well, yeah. But I don't see why our tax dollars goes over there and gets wasted on that. I shouldn't be supporting people that we know beyond a reasonable doubt are just fucked off. Just like it's a topic about, some chick that got shanked up or whatever. Buddy behind that, certified fucking menace. There is no reason why he should be walking the streets. But he was still able to get out and get his stress off. But one of us run a red light, T-bone somebody, and we get locked up for fucking 8 years, no questions asked. Like, yo, go check my car. My brakes legitimately failed. It was an accident. You got a motherfucker, a little lottie-dottie ass motherfucker that came from overseas and went to do a U-turn on the freeway in Florida in the semi-truck. On the fucking freeway, he caught a body and motherfucker signed a petition to get this nigga out. But then y'all be mad when we have our little Free Ray Ray t-shirts because he caught a body, but he was in legitimate danger. But because, blood and crip beef or whatever the fuck it is ain't regular fucking traffic, it's just viewed as, it was a black on black crime. Like, no, he was born in the area. He didn't even want to pick a side. His family jumped him into that shit. He was in a situation where his back was against the wall, fight or flight, kicked in, he up-posed, shot somebody just to get himself out the situation. Now y'all looking at it as if he was a predator and this was like his 30-second body. Like, no, this was an emergency situation. I'm trying to go home. Just like the cops will tell you, hey, follow all our orders and everything will go okay. The minute shit go left, I got a family to go home to. So if you want to go act buff and rowdy and stuff with them beyond reason and shit go south, it is what it is. But my thing is, we need to focus on the good people we have here first before we start letting people in. And yes, I agree with you. The way they filtering people out is whack. But guess what? The same people that we voted in to worry about us American citizens, they weren't letting these people do their jobs. Tom Homan got up there fucking day 3 of his assignment and was like, hey, Trump's in office. He brought me back out of retirement for the umpteenth amount of times. I don't even want to do this, but I'm real passionate about, being a red-blooded American, whatever. And I don't care if anybody sees some underlying bullshit in between there. That's fine. I'm not asking for shit to be 100% perfect, but shit ain't even 15% right now. He said specifically, I'm coming in to get violent offenders and get them the fuck out of here. What did everybody do? We not giving you nobody. So he came back up the next week and was like, oh, look, it seems to be a little bit of friction going on, so I'm not playing no games. Fuck it. Here's what's going down. I'm coming in. Anybody I catch, while I'm looking for this main person, all y'all motherfuckers gotta go. And that's why people getting picked up at their school graduations and mom getting picked up from her nursing job at work while she fucking setting the drip line on the tube. Or Consuela going to go fucking clean Burger King at night and she getting packed the fuck up before she could offload her vacuum. That's why all that shit's happening. If y'all would have let them come in and get the violent people out and then see how they were acting first, now if they start overstepping, we can hold them accountable. Like, hey, big dog, that's not what you said. You said violent people only. We can hold them accountable there. But when everybody giving all this friction, they trying to hide people. You got judges and lawyers and shit hiding people in their basement and all this extra shit. Then yeah, fuck it. If you gonna be of resistance, you gotta go too, because you will harm to the community too.
I mean, when we're talking about the judges and stuff hiding people, that also lets you know, though, that those aren't the people they're talking about. And I do think too, because I live in California and I live close to LA, like there was a lot of action happening when he came over unannounced, when he had talked to him beforehand and didn't say anything. That the problem is he was fine with him being here is when he sent in the National Guard. It's the things that he doesn't go about the correct way. The Constitution doesn't give there is not one when it comes to him. And that's the problem. It's leading up to. It's hard to listen to somebody and be like, I got you. Understood. When this motherfucker every 2 seconds is like, I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about that one. And it's affecting everybody. You know what I mean? And some of this stuff is bullshit. And I think it's to better his partners, his business partners. And so it's kind of hard then to be like, okay, because when it was fine when you were picking him off the street, because we didn't give a fuck when Obama was doing it. And I'm pretty sure all the other presidents were doing the same thing. It was a quiet thing. But no one ever sent in the fucking National Guard to go down 3-4 fucking streets acting like the whole California is on fucking fire and everybody around here is eating the cats and dogs and running violent when multiple states, several states are 200 and 300% more dangerous than California. But yet we get the National fucking Guard. No, he hit this one and then he hit New York.
Dangerous than Cali?
There's states that are 200 to 300% more dangerous than California.
Who?
I'll look it up for you. Don't worry, I got it. Gavin Newsom's been keeping me up to date on what's going on.
So you gonna go to the motherfucker that's lying so he can get reelected? Right. You know what? Go off. While you look for that, I'm just saying people is too passionate about the wrong shit. You want to know why the National Guard is in there? Boom. Let's say me and Courtney are brothers. Somebody fucking beat up Courtney, right? Courtney is on a straight and narrow. He's trying to get a college scholarship, whatever. I'm out there playing the streets. Somebody beat up Courtney, right? Courtney tried the right thing. He went, he got the cops. Mom and dad went over to the people's house with him or whatever. The cops went over there, gave him a warning. Boom. They popped back out. They trying to run down on him again. He tried it the right way. Guess who he finna come get next? Me, with the Nike tech suit on, with the ski mask, with the switch. And I'm on that ass. Thanks. So it's the same thing. It's the same thing. You keep giving these people leeway and you trying to be holy today. and you take them to church on Sunday, and they in your crib ripping your TV off your wall on Monday when they ain't got shit to eat. So no, get your ass the fuck up out of here. Let's figure our shit the fuck out first, because they're not dropping these motherfuckers off in Beverly Hills. These motherfuckers not in 90210. They dropping them off in the projects with us. Then they gonna come and be like, oh, well, this community is fucked up. Well, y'all put these people here. Bill Clinton got 12-point-something million people out of here. Biden single-handedly replaced the same 12 million that Clinton got out when he shipped the jobs out during his presidential term, when he wasn't doing shit and Kamala was overseas trying to get Africans to be gay.
Do you want me to answer your question?
Yeah.
Arkansas, 2023, 620 incidents, over 100,000 people more than California. Louisiana, 628.6 incident per 100,000 residents in 2022. Tennessee, these are all the people that are higher than California, mind you. Tennessee, 621.6. New Mexico.
Memphis, Tennessee?
No, just regular Tennessee.
No,
New
she won't
Mexico,
state.
780.5. Mississippi had one of the highest at that.
Hell yeah.
508 incidents. While some southern states have higher rates, California's overall violent crime was around 508. So I've named off other states that have been higher. There's more of them, but we don't have to go down. But I'm just saying, like, no, there's higher ones. They just are red states.
So now here's why I'm gonna rebuttal that, because I like the white people's fucking statistics and all, but we all know in the streets that ain't it. If you got all these illegal migrants and stuff, and we know that they run in the drug game and shit, it's a lot of bodies that disappear behind some cocaine and some marijuana that don't get reported because the motherfuckers don't even know that them bitches is here to begin with. These niggas getting drugged all up and down streets of La Jolla and all sorts of shit in California that don't get reported.
I can understand that, but you're telling me that all the people that are higher than California, you're saying all those homicide crimes are only illegals.
I'm saying that them numbers that they reporting to you is the ones where they can come in and you can go watch live PD and you can see the body on TV.
Because they're illegal. You know what I mean? Those are the ones that are showing. Sure. I understand what you're saying. I get it on the fact of like the cartel and all that extra shit, and they're murdering people and they're snatching people up. Black girls are the highest.
Probably got higher numbers in some of them places. But
I get what you're saying. But what I'm saying is they're not all illegal. Like that's for here and ours. That's all. But I do agree with what you're saying.
Well, I understand that too, but that's another reason why motherfuckers need to put the switches down and unify. Because another thing I don't understand is in all these magical statistics, if quote unquote niggas is fucking everything, how is it that every year that the stats come out, black people is only 13%, but it's 3 million fucking mulatto babies running around here and there? So what side of the stat are you putting these kids on? Because everybody ain't getting switched down in the streets. Yes. It's a whole lot of light-skinned motherfuckers with black daddies. What side is y'all putting them on? It can't be 13% since the fuck I was born till now.
I fully agree with you on that. Absolutely. Yeah, DC does have the National Guard, and Chicago is next. Isn't that the governor who said pretty much the Chicago one?
DC's a territory. That's not a state.
Mohawk Johnson.
Yeah, but Chicago. Yeah, like he's been real boastful, which I think is the right way to go. People.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
but y'all can feel the way that you want to.
DC is a territory. It's not a state. So their laws are just whatever the feds go with, DC has to go with. So that's a little bit different. Chicago, that's some goofball shit. Not wanting to get them. And that's another thing too, man.
Another blue state.
Let people come from over the border and go over there and be terrorizing their communities. If you got to switch, why don't you switch these motherfuckers off the block? If y'all don't want the president to get them out, then sweep them down the street with that motherfucking AK, man. We got our own shit to worry about.
We've even had other people there telling their gang members to do something about it. So I'm like,
but they're not doing it fast enough.
That, that's a whole nother thing.
One thing that I find disrespectful is I can't go to Chicago right now and go do a hood vlog documentary because I look like them. Niggas gonna be trying to tap my pockets and rob me and do all sorts of shit. But you get 5, 6, 7 white boys that go down there with cameras and they'll take them on the whole lick. They'll be jugging and shiving and everything all through the hood. Like, oh, this is where we drop the bodies off.
I kid you not. I bullshit you not, bro. I bullshit you not. I was just scrolling through TikTok. I don't know how I got there, but I got there. So I came across some content where literally we talking about a white guy in the hood, Arizona. We talking about in the hood of hoods. This man walking around with this top dog in Arizona, walking around all day interviewing this man. They showing him that, man, this is where they cook the shit up at. This is where the hood at. You know what I'm saying? You don't go over here. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we get down over this bitch. It's a white dude. Typical white dude from the suburbs. They walk around the year, but don't worry about it, bro. We gonna protect you. But somebody like myself, Marcus, or JB, and that shit ain't happening. I'm not finna go over there. Them niggas, they like, nah, nigga, what type of time you on, bro? Let me see what you working with. Like nigga, where you from? Nah, fam. Like,
I go over there.
Right.
I go over there. I need a pass, but these motherfuckers come in here and you damn near chop a fresh body up in front of their ass. Like, this shit goofy.
I can agree with that. When it comes to our Black community, I can agree with a lot of things that, you know, we need to fix inside.
No, that shit make no sense.
I don't know if it was Cash Jordan that was it Cash Jordan? I don't remember the dude's name. But it's one dude I think about, because he kind of seemed like he on the spectrum sometimes when he talking. But he done came out here, he done ran through a whole prostitution ring. They ran him through that. He came back, they ran him through some trailer parks. He went to another thing. I forgot what other hood he went to. He went to some hood on the west side with some Mexicans that rap and whatever. Then that's the same dude that I had to put a super chat on Anton show, because the dude was in Detroit showing all the chop shop fucking shit going on, how they stealing all the Hellcats and shit. A dude took him to the basement, bro. And this dude had an entire wide body Hellcat in the basement. I'm talking about the hood, the trunk, the doors, the over fenders, the dash with the radio and everything in it, the steering column, the seats. But if I go over there, it's like, who you know over here, bro? Like, you got to get the fuck up out of here. Matter of fact, we like that watch. We like them shoes. For real? I'm doing the same shit these motherfuckers doing. I'm trying to get my cloud up and be like Vice. But y'all let these motherfuckers come in.
So let me show you something real quick. So literally what I was just talking about.
Familiar. Oh, bro, you talking about I'm like, yeah, that's up
the street from me.
Bro, what? Stuck in face. Boy, I ran 12 every time people be like, well, he from Chandler. I'm like, what side you from? I'm from Southside Chandler. Oh, yeah, he from 300. Oh, no, I'm not 300. Bro, be ducking fade on bro. All that talking and stuff, it's not saying that in our face. That's why I say that's internet. That's why I don't even get to it no more. I'm like, after seeing that, I'm like, oh, yeah. On the ankle right now. Yeah, I'm on ankle right now, yeah. When are we getting off the ankle? I got court in 3 days.
Yeah, all these little apartments and little projects, townhomes, condos, where the
like, niggas real down here vlogging.
Sell the thing here too. You get caught in the little weed. We don't do that other stuff.
Valley Club.
Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we go down there and try to cover it like, oh, what the fuck y'all doing over here? Y'all ain't from what set you from? Like, for real?
Yeah.
Or they all go on Vlad TV and fucking give up their granny name and shit, and then wonder why their granny house got raided. Talking about he the feds. No, you talk too much.
Out in themselves.
I'm saying, when I was in the hood, it was certain situations you'd go to, they wouldn't let you have your phone on you.
Right.
It's certain buildings you would go to and they like, hey, what you got on you? Take that shit off. You couldn't even have a beeper. For those of us that's old enough to know what a beeper is. So yeah. I don't understand how all these new folks is moving, and then they talking about, oh, black on black crime, blah, blah. Like, no, crime is proximity based. I mean, if everybody broke in the area, somebody trying to get the one up on the next person, what's gonna happen is gonna happen. Like, the trailer park ain't no different from the hood. It ain't no different from the barrio. It is what it is. Now, why media like sensationalizing and, you know, blowing up certain sides issues is one thing, but
systemic. But yeah,
that's on them. But as far as these illegals go, if we can't separate the violent from the non-violent, because you got people trying to give the drop, and everybody else trying to say, "Oh, don't come in here," then everybody got to go for now. They ain't say go forever. They just said, hey, please step out. It's like a fire drill. Please step out the building. We're going to do a sweep. And once we're done with the sweep, come back in.
Yeah.
Ben, so look, this is a great segue though, since we already on this topic and we already mentioned Chicago too. So this would be a great segue into what's actually going on, with Trump and these YNs out here in Chicago telling Trump not to come into Chicago. So I'm gonna play a couple of clips and then we'll give our thoughts on it. All right. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. So let's get to it.
I repeat, do not do it. We are a different fucking breed out here, nigga. We are not Los Angeles, nigga. We are not Washington, D.C., nigga. This is Chicago, nigga. The niggas go fight back. I'm telling you, the niggas go fight back, gang. Whatever. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Them young niggas got switches, gang. They not going for that shit, bro. I know a bunch of y'all finna say, oh, it's the National Guard. They can't do anything about it. They must go in Chicago. Nigga, do y'all know that it's more bad people than good people, bro? There are over 100,000 gangs in Chicago by the city by itself.
All right, now let me scroll up.
Trump,
there's another clip.
I repeat, do not do it.
So these niggas really.
But you see how
the National Guard.
No.
I mean, come on, man.
I mean, before we even get to the National Guard, do we really see how goofy this shit is? Like,
the one in the camera is crazy.
Y'all niggas don't get along on the block.
Right.
Y'all get locked up. Y'all be in max security prisons and be flipping that bitch out the foundation. Now y'all gonna link up and think y'all finna go against some niggas that got fucking night vision goggles, heat sensing fucking missiles and shit to go do. They finna knock O-Block out the fucking earth. They finna hit that bitch with a spirit bomb.
Yeah.
All y'all
and
niggas
they got a legal pass to kill
You
you.
know what I'm saying? You ain't like, they don't know what they up against, man. Talking about switches and shit. That ain't got shit to do with the missiles. They gonna send the drone through that bitch, blow that shit up, blow the
That's
whole
what I'm
block
saying.
up. I'm not trying to
These
hear
niggas
that.
in the military gonna be in the break room and they gonna send a
If you
drone
want
with
to-
a switch on it.
Yeah, if you want to exterminate a lot of motherfuckers, this is a good way to do it.
It's a nigga. It's gonna be a motherfucker in the office somewhere eating a bag of chips, spectating y'all ass, looking at y'all like, look at all these stupid ass motherfuckers. You gonna see a motherfucking drone. You gonna think it's a plane. Next thing you know, kaboom, your ass is gone. So
I'm gonna be mad when they pull up the O-Block and cut the power and cut the Wi-Fi and can't none of y'all see, and they can see clear as day because they on some Rainbow Six shit.
and they picking your ass off by the threes.
That
Like, bro,
switch sound good, but y'all ain't got vests and goggles. All y'all got is a switch and a beam, nigga.
That's
Y'all-
it. And these
Y'all
niggas,
built
and mind
the
you, they got
right
snipers, and they got snipers. So listen, bro, that's a lose-lose situation for them. Now trying to talk all that tough shit. Listen, bro, you ain't gonna win that. You ain't gonna win that fight. Hey, I was thinking, look, speak on it with the fam. I was thinking the same exact thing. That's gonna end up being the real thing out there in Chicago if they keep fucking around. That's gonna be a real fuck. But it ain't gonna be the type of person that we see on the movies. It's gonna be a different type of person. They gonna send them boys, them 0 dark 30 niggas out there, and they gonna be out there going at the kingpins. They gonna be taking gangs out. I guarantee.
They
That's
finna
exactly
send
what's
them
going
niggas
to
in that they scared to let fucking retire from the military. Them niggas that love to kill.
That's
Them
what they live for.
Them motherfuckers that'll walk over to your dead body and lick the blood off their finger like, tastes good. Where the next one at? That's who they finna send in there. Y'all think y'all deranged? There's some deranged niggas in the service.
Absolutely.
Bro, if they want to clean up the city, they doing it the right way. I mean, Jesus, you got a whole bunch of ignorant motherfuckers that come out to the National Guard who's licensed to kill your ass and think you can go against them motherfuckers. I mean, God, I mean that would be the perfect scenario. Hey, you know what? There's too much violence going on in Chicago. Let's do this. Let's tell these dumbass niggas we're coming out. They're gonna come out thinking they hard. They're gonna actually take us. Now we can legally take these motherfuckers out. Like, it's about the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Just picture this, bro. Just picture a crazy, deranged motherfucker, right? Who can fight, knows all sorts of fighting styles, don't want to use a gun. He want to kill you up close and personal. He want to see you struggle. He want to look you dead in your motherfucking eye and kill you. He wants you to beg for your fucking life. That's the type of
Wolverine for that bitch.
Listen, bro, like he itches to kill. These are the type of niggas that they will send out there to you. And y'all niggas out here talking this tough shit, talking about, hey, bro, let's link up, let's gather. It ain't gonna happen how you think it's gonna happen, dog. Cut this shit out, dog.
The biggest thing is, bro, they can do this shit legally. Like, they can go home after this shit's done. After they exterminate everybody, they can go home. Like, it ain't like, yo, I gotta hide out. I might, you know what? I kind of don't think I need. Nah, I'm gonna do this shit. It's cool. I can go home after this. This is my job. Like, come on, man. That's fucking crazy, bro.
And then these niggas on. And then what make it even more dumb is the fact that these niggas really, this nigga pulled out the camera, and I'm pretty sure he got it on the tripod, talking about some, yeah, nigga, let's gang bang, bruh. They see your face, dog. You already fucking yourself up already, dog.
That part is crazy.
And that motherfucker wasn't young either.
Like, that's what I'm saying. This nigga OG, damn near.
Come on, man.
Let's get together, man. Go on, man.
But that's where motherfuckers fucked up. Is the OGs lost control of the YNs back in the day.
Yep.
So the YNs running around reckless.
They're running shit.
I mean, yeah, this shit sound good or whatever, but it's one thing to be a killer for survival versus a motherfucker that's a killer by choice, by hobby.
He wanted to do that.
Some of these people that sign up for the military are mentally deranged, and the country just uses them to their advantage. These motherfuckers knew at the age of 12 they wanted to catch a body after the first time they went deer hunting with their daddy. They find creative ways to do this shit. Motherfucker might run down on you and got 9 guns strapped to him and just want to see what it feel like to fucking run that blade across your fucking neck, ear to ear. Like, these are not people y'all want to play with. And they don't really want to come get you. But once again, to my fucking point, y'all want to stand as a fence between them and their mission. Let them get them other people up out of there. Then they might leave your ass alone. But nah, you want to go in there and see what your switch could do. So shit. It's going to be a whole lot of fucking t-shirts with SpongeBob on them.
I just don't think when all the illegals are gone, you know, for whatever we're trying to do for it right now, that all of our problems will be solved. Everybody will have a job when we're down, like 22,000 jobs right now, when we were recorded supposed to be like in the high 70s. That's not happening. Farmers are struggling to keep their things going, and they're the ones who voted for the motherfuckers. He was gung-ho on gonna help all the farmers. Now John Deere and shit's fucking dipping because they can't afford it. We can't have Hyundai and shit anymore because it's fucking stupid. There's just so many things that have fallen in line into what's happening that didn't happen previously when the same thing was happening. They were going about it differently in all of the presidencies, and we were removing people. Yet we decided to go about it this way, and it's fucking up way more things.
You really think the farmers to the kids? You think John Deere run off electricity? Biden was gonna have them fucked off anyway when he was saying we gonna be all electric by 2030. So them niggas was fucked regardless. Motherfucking.
I get what you're saying, but now they're fucked right now, and it's off of electricity. I get what you're saying, but they're fucked right now. We're talking about what's happening right now for a man that says he's doing it for them.
But you know the problem though? I'm gonna tell you the greater problem with the greater fucking society. Nobody wants to feel pain. Sometimes to heal shit, you gotta hurt a little more first.
So we're gonna destroy all the small businesses so that the big businesses are top tier, which is what's happening, which is still the monopoly I'm talking about. He's benefiting himself because of all his fucking friends. We're about to do that tax break all for the high up people because what he promised before, they're about to get it. But yet we're over here talking about like, we got to remove all of them so we can work together. Fuck no, they don't give a fuck about us either. When they're done with that, they're going to come for us. To think that they're just going to sit back and be like, life's good now. Everybody's cool. Fuck no. They're just busy right now.
But that's exactly what they're doing, though. So they're opening up opportunities for people in America, but it's just up for the Americans to go and actually get the jobs. Prime example, Hyundai. All of these people, that's basically slave labor, right? That they were doing when they let them go. So who's gonna go?
South Korean. They came over here because we asked them to.
They're still illegal though. That's slave.
I get what you're saying, but Hyundai is owned by them.
But here's the thing. Now let me ask you a question. Now, since all those jobs are gone,
you gotta leave once your papers expire. If you still here, you're illegal.
So
They
but
took
let me
the
ask you a
whole
question
rule. That's
though.
what I'm saying. They're not
Who
even
finna go
coming
apply?
in just the ones that are illegal.
But
What's
who's gonna
happening
go
right
apply
now
though?
is
Who's about to
they're
go apply for those
taking,
jobs now?
but we're not going to have Hyundai anymore because of what they did.
They're still gonna be here. Then Honda's
It's
still gonna
owned
be
with.
here.
What do you need from Hyundai that Ford can't supply you?
That too.
Fuck Ford. They're a shit. Outside
Hey,
of the
hold on.
They can't do shit.
Ford is
That's
legit.
a personal choice.
I
Other
love
people
my
like
Ford
it, but I
F-150.
just don't agree.
Hey, Honda's still gonna be here.
Honda's still gonna be
We'll
here.
see
They
how that's gonna run.
they have to be. They have to be here. That's how they make their money from Americans. They're not making
Right,
their
but if
money.
Americans are shipping them out,
They're not shipping them out.
but that's just what happened. That's
No,
why
the
they're saying
workers-
they don't want to do business
no,
with
the
us
workers,
anymore.
not the company, the workers. So
The
therefore,
workers are from South Korea too.
But here's my point. Because all the jobs are now open, that opens the door for the Americans to start applying, to start working at Hyundai, which creates more jobs for American people. That's the point.
Hyundai is what
It
I'm
don't
trying
matter.
to
No, he's not. They're shipping the workers. The company itself is not going anywhere.
I think we're
They
gonna
need
see how this plays out.
it's the workers. Korea, regardless of where it came from, the
So
workers, the Koreans, that company is gonna be here. So they're gonna be, that opens the door for more people.
So that's the
we'll have to
American
see how it
disconnect
plays
right
out.
now. None of
Because
y'all
they're-
understand
They
America
said they don't
first.
want to do business with this anymore.
Oh, they would still,
It's
They would be broke.
incentivized for them to do
They
business
do
with
business
us.
with us.
Actually,
I mean, they would go out of business.
It's incentivized for them to do business with us.
How many dumb Americans buy Hyundais? Come on, like that'd be insane.
There is no way on God's green earth that somebody gonna stand on not wanting to do business with America.
I can
It
believe that.
sounds good. They can say it out loud, but they ain't gonna stand on it. Nobody blows money the way we blow money.
Just true.
Because think about what Dodge did.
The engine light came on.
Think about what Dodge did, because they were gonna build in Mexico. They stopped that shit. They're like, nah, we got Trump in office now, so yeah, we're gonna keep this shit back in America. So,
But I thought that they were leaving because of like they can't
no,
afford the
they started to
They're
pack
coming
this
back?
shit up when Biden was in office.
I could have sworn they were leaving again because of they can't afford the parts here anymore. No, I could be wrong on that.
Nope, it's not the case.
Okay,
That's not the case at all. But to go back to the point that you made earlier, in regards to getting illegal immigrants, yeah, it's not going to solve the problem entirely, but we have to start. Have to start making a push in order to start going forward. We got to start correcting things in America right now. So yeah, everything is an absolute. Yeah, we may not always like the way certain things are done, but things have to happen. Things have to change in order for America to get better. Everything's not gonna be peachy cream. Everybody's not gonna like the way that Trump does it. Some people don't even like Trump just off the strength of how he says shit, just off of, oh well, I don't like this nigga arrogant. So fucking what? He's done more things in the past 120 days or so since he's been in office than Biden did his whole 4 years.
We can say that about all the presidents, but I get what you're saying on that. But we don't know the real. He's altered things. We don't know how they're going to play out yet.
Yeah, we don't. But shit, can we at least try? Because we know that what they doing on the other side ain't helping us.
We're doing it. We'll see how it plays out. Because right now, a lot of businesses are closing. Small businesses are closing, while large corporations are still making money. But we'll see how it all plays out.
Tech put it in the chat earlier, and I'm one of the people that say that shit. We've had 2 black presidents, Clinton and Trump. Clinton went in there and got some head like a real nigga, and Trump in there and don't give a fuck. He stepping like a real nigga. Y'all had voice ass Obama in there fucking doing all this extra shit. As soon as he got in, he said, fuck y'all. Y'all had Kamala in there. As soon as she got in there, she passed the Asian hate crime bill. So she done already chose her alliance with her Indian side, which I was happy-go-lucky because she AKA and she can step in all this other stuff and she washed her damn greens in the tub to go fucking vote for her dumb ass.
I think we're going to have an issue with all of them.
No, we are going to have an issue with all of them. It is what it is. I mean, growing up at times, you ain't like both of your parents at different times. It is what it is. That don't mean that when they was doing what was best for you wasn't best for you. We praised Clinton back in the day for being a real nigga just to realize now in our old age that, oh, he the one that got us in this cesspool to begin with. He the one that stole the jobs off.
Yep.
Yeah.
While he got rid of fucking illegals.
Yeah.
And then Biden got in. Y'all let that man tell y'all that if y'all don't vote for him, y'all ain't black. He ain't black and he ain't never like niggas. So that nigga played in y'all face 5 times away since Monday. And y'all voted his ass in. And then he brought everybody that
the lesser of
he
the
brought all
two
their grandsons right back in.
It's not that we wanted them. It was just the lesser of the two evils. I don't think we've ever really had somebody that we've been like, yes, about. It's just which one.
Evil.
And it's a saying, you know,
No,
like
I get it, but who was evil?
no one's evil. I was just in the saying, like when you pick your president, you probably don't like both. You just pick the one that's probably not as fucked up on the shit that they want to do. That's what I mean.
Maybe
Like
niggas need to stop picking altogether. Maybe niggas need to just boycott since y'all got y'all switches and shit, how about y'all stand in front of the ballot and don't let nobody drop a motherfucker off in this box until we figure it the fuck out?
Well, that might happen. You know, you never know how the next 4 years are gonna go. So
because waiting for the National Guard to be fully armed and dropped off in that bitch, y'all ain't finna win.
Yeah.
If you gonna win, at least get the one up.
Yeah, I like Trump, man. Listen, I like Trump. Trump.
But motherfuckers don't like Trump because he wouldn't rent to their fucking daddies in the 80s when their daddies out there slinging crack in the street and they have a credit score.
What?
But they don't talk. Huh?
Say it again.
Folks didn't like Trump.
Okay.
Because they said he wouldn't rent to their granddaddy back in the 80s.
I can't.
Knowing good and damn well that was the crack era and all them niggas was in fucking Pele's and all this other shit running the streets and they had no credit score to get in the building to begin with.
Yeah.
Y'all don't like him because he used his money as a tax write-off, which I don't like either, to sway the opinion of the general public to get 5 innocent kids locked up. That being the Central Park 5. But he wasn't the prosecutor on the case. Now, it was wrong for him to put some money to make it front page news, but he ain't the one that locked them up.
But he can also get him
You
out.
got 1 million and one people in California that was telling you Kamala single-handedly locked me the fuck up, and y'all was finna go for that dumb bitch.
I think, you know, everybody's gonna have their feelings towards it. I hear what you're saying. I just still disagree with some of it, and that's okay. We can agree to disagree on that one because I'm not going to change my mind about how I think that he's a disgusting human being. But that's okay.
Trump was Hustler of the Year from the 80s till he ran for presidency. Everybody had a motherfucking poster on the wall and all this other stuff. Half them fucking people that be trying to act like, all them celebrities that act like, oh, they don't like him or whatever, got pictures next to the motherfucker. So all the ones that's waiting for the Epstein fucking pictures and shit, y'all was in the Diddy pictures with Trump.
We know they're in there already. We just
we know y'all all in the same cesspool. So who the fuck is like
I
shit?
don't think it's a list. I'm just gonna say it. I don't think it's a list.
It's not an official list. It's like going to the massage parlor, bro. It's just a check-in, time in, time out.
RSVP. Yeah,
that's it.
They didn't let Diddy out yet.
Nah, Diddy ain't supposed to get out till like October or something. But that's another thing. Yeah, black folk fell for the okie doke. Y'all over here worried about Diddy. Y'all ain't thinking about all the damn files they done extracted out of his house after they arrested him.
Oh, for sure.
Y'all waiting on Epstein files. Y'all didn't even get the Diddy files.
Yeah. No, I for sure think that
It's
too.
But you know, there too. But it ain't trendy. It ain't trendy when it's the black folk over there. It's trendy because it's the white man. Y'all ain't
the white man.
Talk about the lady that Trump got up out there. That the black lady he got under his wing. That he got he put her through rehab and shit to get her off drugs and all that and saved her life. Y'all don't talk about none of the good that he do. Y'all ain't talk about when he fucking saved some of the HBCUs and shit and gave them money. I mean, now he's turning back around and you know he fucking with us.
Exactly. Go ahead and say it. Turning around and taking it back.
I'm not
because they don't agree with what he's saying.
Look, my name unbiasedly raw. I'm not here to fucking choose one side and just be polarizing. I can understand that you're gonna get some good with the bad. Nobody's fucking perfect. But the thing is, everybody done made 1,000,001 dumb choices and they ain't fucking want to stand on that shit. But when it's just one person, just because you have a rapport with him from the 80s, because he was a public figure, richer than your daddy ever been in the streets. Now all of a sudden he public enemy number one and he fucking damn Willie Lynch and all this extra shit. Like, no, he don't even give a fuck about y'all like that. When y'all gonna learn that it's a fucking class war? The whole time America beefing with America, China been buying up the world for fucking since the 90s.
Absolutely.
China
But I
damn
mean-
near own the entire continent of Africa right now. China damn near own Jamaica, where my fucking mom is from, and Kamala said that she's not from, but she was trying to lie.
I do agree with what's happening in China, but they're also, yeah. I think all countries have issues, and we have ours right now. And I think when they're done playing the games that they're playing right now, then they're going to look at us, and we'll just see how it all plays out.
Yeah, but China playing the real monopoly because they going around us and buying everything around, and then they gonna just they pull out game gonna be last on us.
That makes
So
sense.
what we
Well,
really
spend a lot
need
of
to
money
do
on
is
wars,
get
and we
motherfuckers
can
the
do
fuck
that.
out of here so we can fix our shit so we have a damn dog in the fight before it's too late.
Good luck with
Yeah, I,
that.
don't think, I still don't think China gonna be able to touch us though. I still don't.
I mean, if we letting all these globals send their mercenaries over here to sneak in and we don't know who the fuck's here, and Ashley's like, oh hey, well
No, I didn't say that you couldn't shut down the borders. I never said that.
She said she liked the way they make their menudo from scratch from across the border, so keep them here.
Like
Shit.
me and the elote man, we go hard. I don't give a fuck.
See?
That's my
See?
man. I don't care. Okay, that
You
is
got
my
corn at
man.
Walmart. You don't need the elote, man.
Fuck no, I don't go to Walmart. Fuck them too.
Make your own man.
You not go to one. Too good for Walmart.
No, I just don't like it. Every time I pull into the parking lot, I'm already pissed. I hate how
Facts.
it's just the
Facts.
energy there. I'm
Facts.
just not. I won't do
Facts.
it.
I'm with you on that. Yep.
Y'all let them lie
100%.
to us with the forbidden flu. Now they got rid of the 24 hours. Because
Yeah,
Walmart at midnight used to be popping. It was only like you and 7 people.
It was
Yeah.
great going grocery shopping in crackhead hours. They took that away. Winco too, that pissed me off as well. But here we are. It's just the life we live, you know.
Yeah. Well, hey man, I love the topics, man. Make sure we like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm.
Oh, I got one more thing.
Oh, he got one more thing. What's up?
Trump the realest nigga I ever seen.
Facts. That's a fact.
He made a blood turn crip. He made YG bang blue for the.
Hey, that's hey, listen, bro. That's some gangster shit.
How you bang blood your whole life and now you supposed to vote red and now you gonna vote blue? Cause nah, stand on what that flag say, nigga.
Nah, stand on business. Stand on business. Nah.
All right, I'll quit joking. We on to the next one.
So listen, let's go ahead and go over to this main topic of tonight, man. I'm not sure if everybody has heard about it. You know, everybody's they're trying to, I guess you could say they're in an uproar about it because it's not getting as much media time as it would if the situation was reversed. If it was a white man attacking a black woman. But in this instance, it was a black man attacking a white woman. So, have you guys heard about this situation?
Yes, sir.
The railroad situation. All right. So it's starting to get a lot of traction, you know, and Trump has something to say about it too. Speaking of our president. And so let's go ahead and lock in and see what he got to say about it, and then we'll give our thoughts. All right.
Lunatic just got up and started. It's right on the tape. Not really watchable because it's so horrible, but just viciously stabbed. She's just sitting there. So they're evil people. We have to be able to handle that. If we don't handle that, we don't have a country.
President Trump on that brutal killing in Charlotte, North Carolina, that is igniting outrage. Of course, that was just a short time ago from his remarks at the Religious Liberty event. The silence from the liberal media and Democrats is actually heartbreaking. Are you aware that their soft on crime policies are getting people killed? Now, I want to warn you as I narrate this, it's disturbing. We'll stop at the point right before the murder, but you'll know what's happening. Even the president described this. The shocking surveillance video shows a Ukrainian refugee brutally stabbed to death on a city train last month. There's no way she sees this coming. You see the people on the other side of the train are focused on their phones or looking away. He takes that moment and he kills her. It happened just before 10 p.m. on Friday, August 22nd. 23-year-old Irina Zarutsky got on that train, and minutes later, an alleged homeless ex-convict with more than a dozen arrests stabbed her, killed her. It happened so fast that other passengers really didn't notice until it was too late. And the suspect then walks to the other end of the car, blood dripping both from the knife in his hand and his bloody footprints and kind of stands and he waits to see if he can get off that train. And then he starts walking around the other members of the people inside that locked car. He's near them.
Before I keep going, just look at how many mug shots that this nigga has.
That fool's been in there.
It looks legal here.
This nigga got, fam, why was this nigga still on the streets?
No, he's illegal, but he shouldn't have been out.
Absolutely, I agree. It seems like we have an in-house problem, not really a.
No, it's both. It's both. It's for sure both.
We got problems everywhere, but in order to fix our problems, we need motherfuckers to stand out in the yard for now. That's the.
And what do we know?
Now you can play.
Is what he could have done. Finally, he got off at the next stop. Police identified 35-year-old DeCarlos Brown as that suspect. He has a lengthy criminal history. Are we shocked? Including 14 arrests on charges like armed robbery, assault, and making threats. The city's Democratic mayor is facing backlash for thanking media partners. We're supposed to act independently. Well, they're not journalists, whoever those partners are. And then she thanked community members who have, quote unquote, chosen not to repost or share the footage out of respect for Irina's family. Cheryl, this is more than heartbreaking. It's disgusting. And we want more of that footage. We don't own it. But as you can tell, I've watched it all. It's about 8 minutes long. And what's in that video, we do need to see. We do need to know.
I've watched the full video as well. It is disturbing. And that suspect arrested 14 times, horrific. But there's more to this story that keeps happening. First off, the mayor saying that we need more police. You don't need more police. You need to keep a person in jail that was arrested 14 times. Why was this person free? Number one, that's a failure, I think, on the mayor herself. The other thing, too, is I found GoFundMes were actually created for the suspect to raise money for him.
I beg your pardon.
Get this on a couple of the pages. They've been pulled down, thank God. One of the fundraisers. While what happened was a tragedy, we mustn't lose sight of the fact that DeCarlos Brown Jr. was failed categorically by the judicial system and the mental health services. He's not entirely to blame. Another said, let's fight against the racism and bias against our people in the fundraiser for this suspect.
Oh, no. Hold up. Give me a second. Let me go to this other part. That was a good time to pause it. So Ben Shapiro has also something to say about this situation as well. So give me a second. Let me go to it.
All right, while you on your way over there, so I got a question. Shorty was Ukrainian. Did nobody think, like, if we was already in the middle of trying to diffuse Russia and Ukraine with their shit, what if Zelensky, even though we the ones that donated all the shit that he got anyway, what if he just was like, you know what, fuck it. I can't win with Russia. I can't win. They finna knock our shit off the map. You over there in America not giving us no more money, but you killing our people now, so we just want to wage war. Like, everybody worried about the ground level, black and white, whatever. Like, this shit could uproot countries right now. The way it played out. I mean, I'm not trying to say perfectly, but it's kind of a perfect storm that this happened to be a Ukrainian girl while we're trying to diffuse Russia versus Ukraine. And I don't know, shit just be big, and I don't know, shit be weird to me sometimes when you really look at it.
I do agree.
Jesse, I think it's perfectly obvious why the media deep sixes this particular story. And the answer is perfectly obvious when you look at the races and the people involved. If this had been a black victim and a white perpetrator, then it would have led the news nightly for months on end. You would have had riots in the streets. If it's the reverse situation, the media will completely ignore it because it doesn't match up with their preferred narrative of a white supremacist country that is cracking down on black people, even though statistically speaking, obviously the vast majority of crime is intra-racial, meaning white on white or black on black. Black on white crime on a per capita basis is significantly higher than white on black crime. That does not match up with the media narrative about white supremacy in the United States.
Do you also feel like they're sensitive to being called racist by their friends, family, and colleagues for highlighting black crime?
There's no question about that. In the echo chamber that the legacy media live in, if you even mention black on white crime, then you are immediately seen as racially discriminatory in some way, because the basic idea on the left is that white against black is really the story of America, as opposed to blacks committing crimes against white people. To even mention that is to undermine the entire narrative of the 1619 Project, for example.
by re-releasing these people out into society after 11, 12, 14 prior arrests, isn't there something about self-preservation? The judges and the DAs alone, why would they do that? Why would they turn these people loose over and over again?
It's ideologically horrific. I have a book called Lions and Scavengers about the mentality that suggests that if somebody is acting badly, they must be a victim. And that is the mentality that undergirds all of this. When you hear the mayor say that you can't incarcerate your way to safety, that is precisely wrong. You absolutely 100% can incarcerate your way to safety. We do not have an under-incarceration problem in America. We have an over-incarceration. We have an under-incarceration problem. We need these people locked up for longer periods of time. This particular person should have been involuntarily committed for mental illness. He had violent schizophrenia, or he should have been in prison. Unfortunately.
My thing is this: they need to have harsher. They need to be a little bit harsher in the prison system. They need to be harsher in the prison system because it's almost like a vacation when you go to prison now. Not saying that I've been before, but just saying you see niggas in there going. I've seen niggas on live streams on TikTok on their phone in prison. Fam,
so true. I follow the hashtag TikTok jail or whatever it is. Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, what the fuck is going on? They need to be a little bit harsh. They need to do what they do over there doing in Venezuela. That's exactly what they need to be doing. They need to have their ass locked up 24/7. They need to have their ass chained up, pinned up, nigga, head down the entire time. Nigga, don't look up. I guarantee you a lot of them motherfuckers today won't be acting crazy. I guarantee it.
Yeah,
it's make no fucking sense. 14, bro. This nigga got a long list, a record that's long as a motherfucker, and this nigga still on the streets. Nah, G, nah, fuck that.
Aren't we over like 300 mass shootings this year for schools and stuff like that? So I mean, we're not surprised. We don't take mental illness serious here, and it sounds like he's a schizophrenic, and we don't take it serious. So it's like
serious would be lock his ass up.
Yeah, or put him in a place that would help him. Absolutely, I agree. That's what I'm saying. Like, he shouldn't have been out. But yeah, like, we don't take it serious here. We're not going to change any laws about it. We don't take mental health serious. We're going to keep having mass shootings. We're going to keep having stuff like this. Certain people, I do not agree. Like, we're always saying about how, like, you can accidentally, your brakes go out or whatever, you get T-boned and now you're in jail for 25 years. Those people I don't think deserve it. And then other people like this, we see they're out and they're just free. So it's just, we have a lot of issues.
You got other people saying like if they're like he was just saying like they're the victim because they have a mental illness, and then it's like, all right, well, we don't want to be harsh against this person because it's not really in their mind their fault. Then they go do some dumb shit like this. Should be automatic. Should be like, yo, like no. I mean, you're gonna get the help you need, but you still did something. Whatever he was doing before, I'm pretty sure validated him being in prison at the time he killed this girl. So. Yeah, these just because maybe because the prisons are getting full and they just picking the less of the evil. But no, I mean they need to build more prisons or something. I don't know. But the thing that like we started off on this is that if it was switched around, that it would be more attention and it'd be like riots and stuff like that. I mean, I got a different spin on it that I think it is. It's more. I know a lot of white people are enraged about it because it's not getting enough like attention. I feel what it is white people are being protected. They're being because our people, we let this shit out. And I think we're all here, we're level-minded people. A lot of this shit, this for instance, the kid in the track meet, that was totally wrong. And people put this out, it makes us look like fucking idiots. And then you get all these people running around talking about it was racist and doing all this shit. Makes us look stupid as fuck. So if they did this shit reverse and was planning it, you can get all the fucking white people come out the woodworks doing all kinds of wild shit. You know what I'm saying? Then they're gonna show their real faces. The shit gonna real get loose. And I think they trying to hide that shit. Say, hey, let's let these dumb niggas keep doing this shit. Let's not put a barrier in the white people's back and let them fucking show some crazy shit. So I know a lot of people bitching about it, saying it's not really covered. I think they got y'all back because they know the motherfuckers gonna come out the woodworks, fucking wigging out, and they might overshadow the dumb shit we're doing. So You know, I don't know,
If you
man.
want to see all the if you want to see them all with the hoods off, just go on Twitter. I was on the Twitter thread. I was shaking my head. I'm like, ain't no way y'all got accounts on this motherfucker. Some of the stuff these people were saying. And it's like, you know, on one hand, I kind of get what people say with the whole mental health thing, but on the other hand, I don't, because y'all don't want to whoop people's asses when they kids. So what the fuck you expect them to grow up to be? Y'all don't nip the shit in the bud when it's nippable.
Mental health, you can't nip in the bud. We just need to have a better system around that. And I think like when we build that, then you can't. I'm not even arguing with that about.
Let me go to my mom until I got some mental health. See if she don't whoop me from Sunday to Saturday.
That's the problem in the Black community, is that we also don't take it seriously.
Because it ain't no damn mental fucking health for the majority.
Do not.
Nah, I'll be honest with you. Ashley. There's a lot. I hear a lot of people, and it tends to be in the Black community too, where a lot of these people, they use this mental health thing, like I got issues, I got ADHD, or I got dyslexia. This is why I can't do X, Y, and Z. I'm like, I ain't trying to hear none of that shit that you talking about. Listen, bro, that's just an excuse that you just using it as a crutch to not do what you need to be doing out here in this world. So that's what I think. That's what, because their mama probably told them that shit, and so they just ran with the shit just because they mama them told, like, yeah, I got it because my mama said I was this, that, and the third. Nah, nigga, your ass just bad. You weren't paying attention in school. It wasn't because you had ADHD or you had dyslexia. Your ass just wasn't paying the fucking attention in fucking class because you just didn't give a fuck. That's what it was. So
those aren't the ones we're really talking about with mental illness. They said that he had violent schizophrenia. Those are the people that need to be in.
Because he ain't got no fucking whooping.
He ain't get his ass beat.
You cannot beat schizophrenia out of you.
You want to bet?
He's fucking for real right now. Don't piss me off, guys.
This
is what I mean about we don't take mental illness seriously. Because I'm not talking about ADHD and dyslexia. There's medication for that. There's also medication for
Africa right now.
I gotta agree. I gotta agree with Ashley on this one. I gotta agree with her. You can't beat schizo out of someone, but you gotta take care of it though.
Yeah, and you don't have enough places to take care of it. Like, don't perpetuate that bullshit. You talk about how we need to make the community better, and yet you perpetuate the bullshit sometimes.
And I also advocate that these little motherfuckers need ass whoopings.
Ass whoopings aren't gonna. Whatever. I'm not even.
But it could be. But I'm gonna say this. I believe more that I like actually on your side. People with mental illness, they need to get help. You can't beat the shit out of them. But what I'm gonna say is that I think most people who commit those crimes say they got mental illness. They say that shit, and they really don't.
No.
And I think that's the fucking problem right there.
Said somebody had mental illness, they was retarded. No, if you a fucking upstanding citizen of society and you go get you a motherfucking drink and fucking some chips from the store, you ain't got no damn mental health issues. Your family failed you, and everybody else up on the way never got your ass in check. I went to school overseas. I came back and motherfuckers had all sorts of alphabet remixes for their fucking conditions because you can go pop a pill for the shit. Let all these hospitals close today and see who really got some mental illness. When you can't get to no Adderall and all that, I bet you folks figured the fuck out.
That's not what we're talking about when we say mental illness. No, we're not discussing ADHD and dyslexia. Those are things that you are mostly highly functioning, especially if it's taken care of. We're talking about schizophrenia. We're talking about pedophilia. There's so many things that are chemically imbalanced, which means you need to go get help for, but yet we act like it's not really happening. And then we allow it on our streets. This lady gets murdered because he had schizophrenia. And then we're sitting up here talking about, because it wasn't real. He just didn't get his ass beat. Like, be so fucking for real right now. It's a literal chemical imbalance.
Daddy would have tore his ass up from Saturday to Sunday.
Okay.
And twice again on Monday.
And you think that he's going to come out a great citizen getting abused like that?
Yeah, ass whoopings matter.
But apparently, if you're beating him every day, you're going to be a great citizen by the end of it.
Nah, he ain't whipping his ass. He ain't whipping his ass every
day. Monday through Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday, he's beating his ass because you can't beat autism out of you. So be so fucking for real right now. You're just going to be autistic still.
Well, motherfuckers with autism ain't out here killing people either. That's all I'm saying. But
my thing is, no disrespect to us now in society finding ways to genuinely care for the autistic or whatever. When we was growing up, the motherfuckers was called retarded. And we always knew to protect. We always knew to protect the. I don't give a fuck about nice right now. The world ain't a nice place, as that girl just learned on the damn.
I'm talking about your wording. That was
I don't
all.
give a fuck about no goddamn wording.
Anyway,
That'd be the problem. Y'all don't want to listen to Kevin Samuels because he's not delivering it the right way. The message is the motherfucking message. 2 + 2 gonna always be 4. I don't give a fuck how the fuck you learn it got the 4. 2 + 2 is 4.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we might have softened up and been able to be like, okay, well, hey, he's not really retarded. He just learns in a different way. You can sit in the class and learn this way. He needs to be hands-on or whatever. He's autistic. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
That don't fuck is a violent schizophrenia. Sit your bitch ass down. I wish you would raise your hand and fucking go attack somebody. You gonna be schizophrenia shaking and you ain't gonna have no violent thoughts. I bet you they whoop that shit up out of you. Or they could have kept your ass locked up the second time you got locked up. Not all the way to where you make it to 14. Can't keep giving excuses to all these bitch ass motherfuckers running around here doing dumb shit.
It's not about giving an excuse if we had a place for them to go to actually care about their mental health. You're over here just talking about beating them like that shit's gonna fix it. You can beat someone black and blue. It doesn't matter if they're chemically balanced.
He's getting free noodles and graham crackers, and they let him out 13 times.
When he should have been in the cuckoo house.
But when he was growing up, if he would have got a couple whoopings, he would have fucking.
No, they should have put him in there then too. And then if we give pills out to everybody and their grandma all day, every day, but yet when you are schizophrenic or when you have some high severe mental illness, then all of a sudden now we don't want to give the pills out anymore. Like there are things to help you along, yet we don't provide them because it's not a real thing. There's just so many. I do not agree at all with what he did. Absolutely the fuck not. And he shouldn't have been out those 14 times. So I am in no way back in that shit. But what I'm saying is we have built it up to not believe in it. And yet when we see this, we're like, well, how'd this happen? Well, what the fuck? When he was younger, he was showing all the signs that he should have been in the house. He should have been in the crazy house. And yet he wasn't. Like he needs psychiatric help and psychiatric medication so that he could, and probably he's going to stay there his whole life. That's probably something that was going to happen. Like we just fail. We fail our community, and then we sit here and wonder why the shit happens. Like, well, I don't know.
I blame that shit on the government.
So we gonna blame the government. We're gonna blame dope. We're gonna blame all this other stuff. We ain't gonna blame the motherfuckers in this house.
I'm talking specifically about.
Well, no. I'm saying
mental illness, they cannot help themselves when it is that severe.
Somebody's got to take care of you. I mean, you got to go to a home, and most people can't afford that. So you got to go somewhere.
It's set up to fail. So he's out on the street.
He should step in for that.
Because we got people who think it's not real.
I mean, I know someone who's legit schizophrenic. So that's kind of how I'm coming from. So like,
same.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, they ain't shit you can do about it, bro. Nothing.
It's nothing you can play with. It's a
man. I'm whooping ass, bro. You understand me?
You know why I don't agree that there's nothing you can do about it? Because I actually lived in third world countries overseas where they don't have access to all this shit, and I ain't meet nobody that go along the lines of half.
Well, you definitely ain't met no real.
We're also not being fed the chemicals that we're being fed as well. Like there's so many other things that are being set up here for us to fail that aren't happening out there, and while they're failing, so we can't say that because they're not cuckoo out there and we're cuckooing here, it's not fucking real. No, there are so many other things.
Y'all fell for Ebola. I still ain't met a nigga that got it. And I was in Africa.
Okay.
Y'all fell for the forbidden flu to go get a shot while these white people ran up their pockets. And y'all still out here talking about trust the science, tax the rich.
I never got
science don't even trust science.
We're talking about the vid.
80 to 90% of science is all theory.
I agree with you. Am I not going to go, get a certain vaccine? I am not a not vacciner. I will get certain ones. The vid, I just wasn't going to get right away. Like, I need to see how that shit play out. Absolutely not.
I mean,
but like, if I see it along, we've got people here that now have fucking measles and shit like that, and all sorts of other shit. What's that black plague and all this other crazy stuff because they don't believe in vaccines and shit. Like,
but you want all that stuff to come back to America because you want the illegals in here. They ain't got them vaccines.
You so fucking for real right now.
All I'm saying is, I just did some research. All I'm saying is, typically speaking, the ones who grew up with schizophrenia, guess what type of household they come from?
A fucked up one, because it's a
single parent household. Just saying.
And emotional trauma and physical trauma will alter your brain chemistry to make you the way that you are. That could also come from beating that ass every day.
No.
He's so fucking for real.
Well, we talking about no. Hold on. Let me clear it. When I say beating ass, I'm not talking about with hangers and beating across the head and shit. We talking about belt to ass. That's it. We
no, that's still abuse.
In real life, no, that's not real life.
Yeah, it is, and I can say that for a fact. It's on
only,
my end, that's a personal.
It's only abuse. It's only abuse if they just beating your ass for no reason. But if there's a reason to get your ass beat, that's a different thing. You know, it's two different things. But when we talk about belt to ass, we talk about real discipline. We talking about, listen, I'm finna spank your ass because I've told you 1 or 2 times to stop doing this, but you decided not to do it, so therefore you get this whooping in return. I'm not gonna beat your ass just because I told you to be quiet once or twice.
Well, wait,
people do.
Like,
and that's not how
we gonna say belt to ass is abuse, but knife to neck ain't.
Yeah, that's
a motherfucking Glock with a ladder on the switch in the middle of Chicago, in the middle of the fucking white people shopping district ain't. Come on, man. Let's be for real. If we say that most people that commit crimes don't know how to read, and if reading is fundamental, sorry, I'm over here tripping on my words. If reading is fundamental, most people don't know how to read. Why isn't their parents taking an extra 15, 20 minutes a day out their day to help their kid get up to speed and read?
Fully agree.
Okay, so
absolutely.
At the end of the day,
but what point are you making with that?
Even if you talking about the damn whooping is abuse, and don't get me wrong, I do agree with you that in certain aspects the country is kind of set up to where, you know, shit just sucks. Because even with a 2-parent household, depending on the kind of lifestyle those parents want to live, which sometimes is selfish, they're both at work. So if they're at work all the time, there's still nobody pouring into the kids. Because single parent, 2-parent, whatever, you still need to find time to pour into them kids.
Absolutely.
But you also need to find time to correct. The reason I'm talking about ass whoopings is because I grew up Christian. My grandfather was a bishop. So I know it says there, spare the rod, spoil the child. Now, a lot of people been sparing that rod, and now their kids in the streets with that rod, laying down hand, cold, hard business in the streets. So if a motherfucker caught some ass whoopings at home, I'm not saying you're going to catch everything, but you can alleviate 60 to 70% of this shit from the crib. So now, this dude, will he still been violent, schizophrenic, whatever?
Yeah. You can't beat that out.
Who knows? But I know
chemical imbalances cannot, like, I just, you know, we're gonna have to agree to disagree on that, because the fact that you think that a chemical imbalance can be beaten out of you is blowing my mind. And that's what we're talking about, 2 separate things too. I'm not saying that when we're just, you know, like you're regular, like just a normal person or whatever, and you're getting handled with your parents, whatever y'all want to do. I personally don't agree with it, but that's y'all's thing. I'm talking about mentally unstable people. That's who I was talking about beating is not going to fix the issue. The other hand, sure, I get it. Like you talk about the YNs and shit like that, and the kids out here doing dumbass shit and licking toilets and licking ice creams out the fucking freezer. Absolutely, there's some shit needs to be handled. Those are different.
At a young age.
Yeah. That's different. Timmy didn't learn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got to go a different route. I get it.
I mean, I could be. We haven't heard this dude talk, but I'm gonna say he's got the tattoos. He doesn't look like someone who had a real mental illness. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna just judge it off that. But he could. I don't know. But like a schizophrenic, usually, you know, you can tell them they talk to themselves. They're crazy, like crazy. And like I said, you can't beat the shit. You can't beat that up. You can't even talk to them. Like really, and they don't even comprehend shit. And the things I can tell it's real because when you know someone who's going through like that shit, and then they do get on medication and they're a totally different person, that's how you can tell that shit. It is real. It's not. They ain't faking it. They're not faking that shit. So, but again, with this, I don't think a lot of people are schizophrenic. I don't think that's a lot of people. A lot of people who claiming this shit. Yeah, a lot of people claiming this shit. A lot of people were saying all this other stuff just to commit a crime. I think it's more people actually doing the shit because they just think they can get like that's just a plea. That's just whatever it is. They did some fucked up shit. That's what we're gonna go to. I don't necessarily think the majority. Maybe you get like I think it's a rare thing that someone with a real mental illness would do something.
One in 14 people suffer from schizophrenia. One in 14 people suffer from it.
Because it also happens
That's
to
the point I thought.
certain drugs. Like sometimes you don't have to be born with
Yeah,
it.
but
Like
but even in that 1 in 14, you still have a smaller percentage that actually create, who actually commit a crime. So
Super
again,
agree.
what's the difference between the person who didn't commit the crime versus the one who did? That'd be the question to ask. Like, okay, so what happened for this one who decided to commit all the crimes versus the one who did it? So that's the question you got to ask. Now it could be now mind you, actually, it could be the fact that they did get mental, they did get help, they did go to the doctors, they did get diagnosed properly, right? But then again, on the other side of that, could have been built the ass. So we don't. But again, yeah, I get it. There's not one solution for everything. I understand that. Nothing is absolute. We understand that. But as Ross said, a lot of times belt the ass can solve a lot of issues.
When you don't have mental illness, agreed.
No, even when you got mental, yes, okay, yes, I'll give you that one, specific one. But 9 times out of 10, belt the ass can solve a lot of issues, can solve a lot of problems, and of course, not beating your ass just because you a fucking kid, just because, right? We're talking about real fucking discipline. Talking to you, sitting down, telling you why I whooped your ass, and letting you know don't do it again, and giving you chances. Like, look, I'm gonna give you enough rope to hang yourself. Once you hang yourself, that's your ass.
Yeah.
I mean, I could tell y'all haven't really been around someone who with a mental illness before.
Thank you.
See that, and that's where you're wrong. But see, that's where you're wrong.
You can tell.
Can't be, because you wouldn't talk like Sway.
I've been around people with mental illnesses, but still,
I mean, I'm not saying someone would just saying I'm fucking crazy.
They still
or just all off the.
That's how I know you're wrong. Remember, I'm the military over here, so I've been around people. I've been around people with PTSD. I've been around people who got mental issues.
Yeah, because they saw something. They saw something. I'm talking about
PTSD is created.
Again, no.
Traumatic experience.
Again, that's not always the case. That's my point. That's not always the case.
For post-traumatic stress disorder,
it's not always the case. I'm telling y'all, that's not always it.
Born with PTSD. I think I get what you're saying.
What I'm saying is, it's not just because I'm in the military. That doesn't mean that the only people that I've witnessed is just people with PTSD. There are other people with conditions in the military as well. So I've been around that too. There's some crazy motherfuckers in the military, right? So
I'm gonna tell you, someone couldn't get in the military.
I've been around it. I've seen it. My feet been in grass. You know what I'm saying? I've been out here these streets, so I've been around it. I'm not. My parents didn't shelter me, so I've seen it. So I understand it.
Why do you feel then that if they just got more whoopings, that they wouldn't be the way that they are? Specific people,
why do I feel that way?
Yeah, that have actual mental illness. I'm not talking about ADHD.
Because I've seen both sides.
Real shit.
Because I've seen both sides of it. I was able to see both sides of it. I know people, and I've seen both sides of it. I've seen people with schizophrenia before.
Because I done seen them get whooped up by the people.
Right. And they act right. I've met their parents before. They act right. You know what I'm saying? They ain't out here committing crimes. They are law-abiding citizens. And then on the other side, we see situations like this where they say they are schizophrenic and they just fucking demons. I get it. Nothing is absolute. But again, out of that 1 in 14 people, there's always, again, 1 in 14, that's still a small percentage. So therefore, on one side, there's a lot of people committing it. But then on the other side, there's a lot of people who aren't committing it. So what's the difference?
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's the point. So nobody's wrong in this. Nobody's wrong here. You're not wrong. Me or Raw ain't wrong. Marcus, you ain't wrong. So, but the point is, when you look at the numbers in itself, I mean, sometimes, belt the ass can solve a lot of issues in itself. That's the point. That's the point that we making. Belt the ass can solve a lot of issues because a lot of motherfuckers are soft today, and a lot of the reason that a lot of people are soft today, and they use a lot of mental illnesses and not schizophrenia. We get that part, but a lot of reasons that's the case is because nobody got their ass whooped. And that's why you got a lot of soft people. That's why you got a lot of soft motherfuckers talking today, talking about how they depressed. Like, motherfucker, you ain't depressed. That ain't the fucking thing.
No.
I was there with you, and then you just had to. Okay.
It ain't a motherfucking thing.
I think depression is just some other. I don't think that's an illness. I think you call that shit.
You do from stressful things that have happened in your life. People's bodies are different, how they balance out how their stress was or how the traumatic situations have happened to them. We can't all base it off of how we feel as how we would have reacted to that. And so I think that we miss that sometimes of like, oh, that's nothing. Like I've seen worse and I'm fine. Like I've had several insane things happen to me. And so I've been through stages of things. And so I understand as a personal thing and as a person who is just empathetic to understand other people's situations. So for me, I'm like, I've had PTSD before and I was able to come out of it. I've been depressed before because of my insane situation that happened to me and I was able to come out of it. So that's because too, like I had the steps to take to get to that and had the proper channels to ensure that I was going to be able to do that. Some people don't have those channels. And then my brain chemistry also isn't set on that level of wherever imbalances that I have in my body to be able to overcome that. So for me, I'm like, bro, I've been there. So I get it when people aren't able to get out of there. I don't know what that was, but I think here we are. You know what I mean? I do get what you're saying on certain people need
I still think depression is a real thing. Like you said, you've experienced it, but you got out of it. You know what I'm saying? If it's a thing, it's a thing, right?
Yeah, but if I've experienced it myself, then I can understand that someone else is in it, so it is real. Like, because
like I've experienced PTSD. Well,
right.
I've had it. I get paid for it. You know what I'm saying? So, but you wouldn't know that though.
In the military?
Yeah.
No, you didn't mention that.
But most people wouldn't know that though. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't look at it as a real thing. I listen. I'm a down that hill.
You experienced PTSD. I've experienced it. So, but if you can feel it, it's obviously a real thing. Just because you made it out doesn't mean
you can feel fear. You can feel fear, but it ain't a real thing.
But fear and PTSD are two different things.
But you can feel it though, right? You can feel fear, but it ain't the real thing, right? So you can fear something that you never even experienced before. You can feel it though, right? But does that make it real? Come on, Ashley, come on, look, we here now. Can you feel? If you can feel fear, can you feel fear?
Possibly have PTSD, and then to sit here and feel it because I had to take medication to get out of mine. And
that's
so
crazy. I didn't.
And that's to each his own. To each his own. I went to therapy for it and I was good too. So, but it's like, you're going to sit here and say that it's not real just because like you can be functioning after?
Not just functioning, not just functioning, but not have to take any medication or go to therapy for it.
I'm not going to say that it's not real, but you didn't.
I'm down on the hill, bro. I'm down on that hill. It is what it is.
Have to take medicine. A lot of people are depressed because they get lazy and they don't do shit. If you get active, that depression can leave. Mm-hmm. All this shit that we talking about, this dude is a violent schizophrenic. No, that motherfucker learned how to fucking weaponize the system. He went to jail the first couple times and they told him he was fucking schizophrenic and he came out and ran with that. There was a stream, one of them IRL streamers ran into an actual schizophrenic that was like from somewhere in the Midwest. Mm-hmm. And that dude, you could tell that he was going to kind of get violent, if not for the fact that they calmed him down. That I'll believe. A motherfucker that's supposed to be homeless and you just over here on the train and you see somebody who's like, I remember I got this knife. Let me see what that neck look like. Yeah, miss me with that shit. That motherfucker needed some whoopings. And he skipped a couple whoopings, and then that's why he out here acting crazy. And now you're trying to advocate for it, just like everybody trying to keep all these illegals and all this.
Murdering that woman. Don't switch around my words. And you know exactly what I'm trying to say to you. I'm not advocating for him murdering that woman. It was unacceptable. That's not what I'm talking about.
I ain't switch your words. I use my words.
No, you said I'm trying to advocate.
But we trying to keep illegals here and we doing all this other stuff. No, I'm just going over all the topics we went over and putting it on one blanket, but I'm not switching your words.
Okay.
You said shorty that's supposed to be fighting for American people is valid in her fucking warning the illegals that, hey, they're coming to get you, get out of there. And then now
it's free speech.
You know,
I don't think it's free speech when you work for the government.
It's public knowledge, though.
Okay, so
it's not like she knew some secret.
So where they're going to be? I don't think they
Yeah,
put
that
the big.
people post that all the time on there where they see him at.
What
They're
mean?
standing outside striking.
Her position, though, you know what I'm saying? Her position. The
Okay,
position
so leave it to the
It was
civilians.
before they hit that bitch. And I think that's what she was doing. She was like, "Yo, they gonna be here today. Don't go there." You know, I mean, yeah, I don't think that's public knowledge. If they ain't never been there before.
I guess.
But that's still crazy. That's still crazy. Think you can have a job and still, you know, you think that's okay? That's just crazy.
I feel like that's a breach of contract.
100%.
I would think so.
100%.
But I mean, she's not gonna get fired.
Because I guarantee there's certain things that everybody's job that they can't put out there on the internet, or your ass gonna get fired. 100%. And don't nobody hold no position as a senator.
Yeah.
So yeah, and yeah, I get it. I get the whole free speech thing, but free speech ain't free. You can still say certain things, and there's still consequences that come behind it.
You think I say the N-word and still keep my job?
100% you can't. They gonna fire. They gonna fire your ass 1,000%. Right out the gate. They gonna say, "Yeah, brother. We don't accept that around here." You're like, "Well, it's my First Amendment right." Nah, bro, we don't play that. Nope, you got to get going because we don't allow that around here. We don't allow that. They'll get you up out of that, big dog.
I'm like, I'm black, man. What you talking about?
I'm black. I can say it. Nah, fam. Nah, we don't want that. We don't want that type of culture around here. We don't allow that type around here. You know, because if you say it, then that's going to cause issues with everyone else. You know, we want to make sure everybody's comfortable at work. Yeah.
Oh, you said at work?
Oh yeah, work 100%.
Yeah.
They gonna. Oh yeah, they
I
for
just
sure.
think a lot of this shit. I think a lot of this shit's jacked up, and y'all done muddy the waters and let everybody else fucking get under everybody else's blanket. So now ain't no clarity. So that's why I'm like, shit, whoopings can solve a lot of this shit, because a lot of this shit that you see, that ain't what it is. But y'all done let everybody go soft. Y'all let everybody go soft and fucking throw them under the blankets because these people out here getting monetary gain off this shit. So now you like, oh well, the doctor said that you ain't. You just need a little bit more attention. Shit, that's the truth. I had to dodge frying pans, mopsticks, and the third. I had to dodge extension cords and shit. I turned out fine. I ain't no violent schizophrenic.
I don't know about fine, but all right.
I turned out perfectly fine. You didn't see me catch nobody.
Well, not in that way. I think that we all have things, even if we're not going to discuss them, from things that have affected us when we were younger to things that we had to play out now. And to say that you didn't is a lie, but we don't have to talk about them. We don't have to discuss it. But to say that nothing affected you from when you were a child to now of this age, that just means that you haven't dabbled on it, but it's there.
Ass whooping affected me to not go out here and be stupid.
I do agree. I'm not saying that you should go out here and murder people. I'm just talking specifically about ass whoopings in general. Just in general of how your upbringing went. Doesn't have to be ass whoopings. Just how your upbringing went. No parent is perfect. And so somehow, somewhere that something happened to where you now have to, while you're older, be a better version of that and heal from it. That's all I'm saying.
I ain't got nothing to heal from.
Okay.
But I do know, I say this. I do know certain people that I used to hang with in my neighborhood who never got their ass whooped. Who was supposed to, I'm talking about got everything. They spoiled them rotten, but never spared the rod. Now he out here struggling in these streets.
Yeah.
However, I was spoiled too. But the rod was spared too. And guess what? I'm straight. I'm straight out here in these streets. You feel me?
I was too, but I definitely had to go to therapy over it.
I feel it.
You had to go to therapy over a whooping?
You was in California, right? You born and raised in California. I get it. Y'all soft over there. But
yeah, I had all the things on paper. 2-parent home, military, money, spoiled, all the things. It looked good on paper, but behind closed doors, definitely had to go to therapy.
Nah, fam. No,
exactly. That's why I'm just like, okay, we can sit here and lie.
No, we
All right.
don't. No, we
Sure.
don't. We don't claim that. We don't claim that
Because we don't believe in mental illness or mental health.
Because it ain't none. Ain't no
Right.
mental illness. If
Or
it ain't,
health.
if it ain't affecting, if it ain't
Not a real
affecting your
thing.
well-being, if it's not affecting your well-being and for you to progress and get better in life, then you straight.
It's supposed to help your well-being and progress to help you get better in life.
Because that's
exactly
why
what therapy
I
is
need.
for.
Nah, you don't need therapy.
Okay. Yes,
You don't need.
Everybody
If you
does.
feel you need, if you feel you need to go and pay somebody to talk to them, so way you can express everything that you can talk to yourself about in the mirror. You can look at yourself in the mirror and say, you know what? Hey, Ashley, I'm feeling this way. Hey, why are you feeling this way, Ashley? Well, it's because I'm feeling this way. But why? Because I'm doing this, that, or third. Why? All they do is ask you why. So you continue to
No,
ask
they
yourself why.
don't. They do
You
way
dive
more than
you
ask
dive deeper and
why.
deeper.
How would you know you've never been?
So what?
How would you know you've never been? How you gonna tell all they do is ask you why you've never been?
I know self-therapy.
Oh, so you just ask yourself why.
Exactly.
Okay. Well,
Exactly.
that's
I consult this person right here and that person right there. I consult them two people. We good. We straight. We good.
So you didn't want to do push-ups and stuff, so that's why you
and we
needed
do
therapy?
and we work out. So I mean, hey, we straight.
I think working out is very healthy.
Yeah, exactly. So you know what I'm saying? We good. That's why we walk around with big smile all day.
I love that for you.
Don't you do that. Don't you do that.
I'm still trying to
Don't
figure out what was so bad.
don't you do it. Tasma, I love that for you.
And
don't you do it. Don't you do it.
Mm-hmm.
Man, any final thoughts, man, so we can move on to the next topic and get away from politics. Cause y'all good.
You said it's something that you don't do because your parents did it to you as trauma.
It's something that you don't do because your parents did it. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you, big dog. Well, I mean, hold up. Let me ponder on that for a second. It's something that you don't do because your parents did it to you is trauma.
Maybe they
Can you expound on that?
I guess a situation is certain things that the way that you were raised and the way that you were disciplined, it could cause some sort of trauma in the way that you react to certain things in life. So that could be.
Oh my gosh!
So I would say this. Can trauma be seen as
different for every person?
I'm trying to think of a better word. You know what I'm saying? Because it can also be a good thing, so to speak. It's like I would say like love, right? When they say just gentle love versus, you know what I'm saying, just tough love, it's still a healthy thing. So I guess you can look at it as trauma in that sense of, all right, this is a gentle trauma, but it can be healthy. It can be healthy at the same time. So I guess that's something. Maybe I could be off. But let me put them on real quick. I'm gonna bring them up real quick.
Who's that?
Huh?
That gentle love?
Yeah, like like gentle parenting versus, you know what I'm saying, like the hardcore parenting.
I think every child is different, and you just have to figure out what works for yours.
Ass whoopings.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You ain't gonna give them. You ain't gonna give a kid that's good at ass whooping. So yeah, they definitely they showing out. They need to get one.
Some of them I do think, they definitely should have been parented different. That's for sure. Yeah.
Feel that. I did that. But until I sent the link to you. But so in the meantime, whenever he decided to pop up, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna push it and I'm gonna push it forward. And we're gonna go to the next topic real quick. So we're gonna go to Russell Wilson and Sierra. So there was a video on the Pivot where they were talking about what Channing I can't even think of his name. Was it Channing? Channing. I can't think of his last name. But Channing mentioned some shit about how Russell is a lame because of him dating Sierra. Also Charlamagne and God, when Sierra was on the Breakfast Club as well. Charlamagne and God, he be throwing salt from time to time. He messy for real. Charlamagne messy. So kind of threw Channing under the bus a little bit, and so we want to see what Channing has to say about it. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Hold up, what's going on? Oh, okay, I see what happened. We good.
We're here. Sierra was on the Breakfast Club.
When you hear people say Russell Wilson is corny, what's your honest reaction?
Oh my gosh, that I don't have to even reply to that.
Charlemagne being petty. Charlemagne was being messy.
Yeah.
And even when she was answering the question, she was like who?
Who's the man saying it?
What Channing Crowder said.
He said Channing Crowder.
He should have. Because I saw it. I did, and I saw answer. And then she want to go back to, but he's a loving person and a great husband. I didn't say he's not a great husband. It's amazing what he's doing with Lil Future. Like, the dude is a good human. He is lame still. I don't know if anybody doesn't understand. They're not running me off of this point. Lame is an opinion. She even said it. So who's saying? Because that's their opinion. Yeah. She's from Atlanta. I'm from Atlanta. She wasn't going to date Russ back in 2000. Time came forward. She evolved to dating the lame dude. He is a good person, a good human being, but the dude is lame. Y'all know what lame is, bro. You know how many people? I'm not putting nobody else in my boat because I'm peddling this by myself. I've talked to a number of people that's like, bro, you're right. He's not like that. He's inner city Atlanta dude is not hanging out with Russell Wilson. That's what I'm saying. It's lame. The dude does not. He got that moose shit in his hair. Honestly, bro, y'all looking around because y'all even know I'm right. The dude is not.
I beg your pardon.
But that's my opinion. Right. You go find the boys that play at Wisconsin and Nebraska.
Yo, what it is?
What up, bro?
What's good with it?
Man, ain't nothing. Up there watching y'all act crazy.
So what's your thoughts, bro?
All right, so at the end of the day, right, what I'm saying is we say that, oh yeah, ass whooping cure everything, and you know, you can whoop this up out of people and all that shit, and we don't have trauma and we don't have this. But at the end of the day, every motherfucking person on this earth has some type of trauma. I don't give a fuck if it's from something that you did as a kid or if it's something that you encounter as an adult. But in some shape, way or form, it has an effect on you. Now, is it making you go out and kill and steal and do fucked up shit? No. But the definition of trauma is something that affects you, that you've encountered, and it alters your state. So therefore, at the end of the day, as a kid, there's something that your parents did to you that you say, man, I'd never do that shit to my motherfucking child. Man, ain't no way I'd do that shit to my kid. Guess what? That's trauma. So y'all looking at it as, oh shit, you going out here, you killing motherfucking nigga. You ain't motherfucking sick. That ain't trauma. No, we're not talking about that. You looking at it from one side. Let's open this. You got to be opening the realm and the scope of the shit. Trauma is affected like just like a rape victim. She's traumatized by that shit. So at the end of the day, by the time she even decides to get in another relationship, how hard do you think it's gonna be for her to let the person that she with actually touch her in a sexual way? It's not about motherfucking just going out killing and motherfucking doing wrong. Trauma affects people in every aspect across the board. That's what I meant by I'm saying, as a child, you went through something from your parents that you won't do to your kids to this day. I know I don't even touch my girls. Why? Because it was one time my mama backhanded the shit out of me and I was like, God damn, what the shit? So from that moment forward, I said, man, I never hit my motherfucking kids. Fuck that. Now,
but did you earn that
end of the day? At the now, exactly. But it was simply because I said I didn't know something that had happened. So
women are the worst at disciplining kids, though. I gotta tell you, sorry.
Exactly, we were. But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, you learn how to parent differently. That's what I did. I learned how to parent different because at the end of the day, if you really look at it, we sit up here saying whoop ass, whoop ass, whoop ass. But at the end of the day, guess what you learned whooping ass came from? Slavery. Because that's how they made the slaves get in fucking line, by taking lashes. And what is a whooping? Taking lashes. So at the end of the day, bro, like it's more than just killing and molesting and all of that shit. It's more to trauma than just that. Trauma is a wide variety of different things. But hey, y'all keep doing what y'all doing, man. I love y'all show.
All right, baby.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, big dog.
For sure.
Just for reference, that's my older brother, man. So
oh, that's nice.
Yeah. But even though
he grew up in the same household. Hold on, wait a minute.
He grew up in the same household as I did. And guess what though? He don't hit his kids, but guess what? I damn sure spanked mine though. So with that being said, I don't just blast I just don't hit my kids though. I don't hit them just for no random reason though. So do I always spank them? No. But I give warnings. I give them enough rope. I discipline them. But when they get out of hand and they want to try to test daddy, guess what I do? Belt the ass. Now I'm not hitting them across the face, hitting them across the head or the back and no shit like that. I'm not doing that, but to the butt, that's it. Nowhere else. On the butt, that's it. But I'm not doing it often either. I'm not just, you getting on my fucking nerves. Fuck out my face. No, I'm not doing that. We don't do that. Okay. But so in that aspect, what whippings have taught me, because he had a different experience than me, right? Even though we lived in the same house. Mm-hmm. For me, whippings it taught me to get my shit in order. Because I only got spankings when I fucked up, when I did something wrong, when it was warranted for me to get that ass whooping, and it got me in line. So those certain whoopings or that one ass whooping that just like, oh hell no, I don't want to get whooped like that again. That got me in order. That got me in line. Now, are there some people who never get a whooping and they just are phenomenal human beings? They don't do no wrongs? Of course there are, right? But when you start to break it down to the nuts and bolts, when you start to look at society as a whole, and you start to look at the gentle parenting versus the traditional parenting, which kids typically turn out better? If we're going to look at it from a percentage standpoint, look at the kids today, look at how they are acting, because they know belt to ass. And we talk about real discipline. We ain't talking about just hitting kids just to be hitting kids. We talk about real, true discipline, teaching you and showing you why I'm disciplining you because of this, and explaining to why I'm doing it to you. I'm not just doing it just fucking cause. Right? Versus the one who just sit down and they're always, look, I'm going to let you express your feelings. You're 4-year-old. I want you to speak on how you feel. Then we're going to talk about it. We're going to discuss it. Yeah. And I'm going to open the door for you to speak certain ways. Cool. Do that. But once they get older.
After the rap whooping.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Then once they get open, then once they get older, and then they realize that, okay, well, these people aren't speaking to me like my mom used to speak to me or how my daddy used to speak to me. I don't like this. So now guess what? Now you extreme liberals out here. That's what happens.
Okay, if we're gonna, can I interject for a sec?
No, go ahead, do your thing. Mm-hmm.
If we're gonna talk about real, discipline and how you're doing it correctly, we also need to talk about real gentle parenting and also doing it correctly. Because what you're talking about when it's like, Timmy, you just express your feelings, that's non-parenting. That's not real gentle parenting. Because gentle parenting, the real version, is explaining, is correcting, and discipline everything you're doing, just minus the touching of the body in that form. So if we're going to talk about them, they're the same things because they're getting out the same reaction. Because there's also people that beat people's ass and they don't really, that doesn't do shit. You know what I mean? Like that's not. So there's 2 and 2, the good ones and then the bad ones. So it's kind of like, I think it depends on the child. Truly.
But I got a question.
I don't know if I could trust your.
I got a question. So you don't have to. It is what it is. I mean, I'm from the hood, so it's a little different. Just like Big Bro just said, okay, whoopings might have came from slavery, whatever. I could, to a degree, for America, agree with them on that. I mean, overseas, people still got whoopings, but even Jamaica, where my parents is from, that was a bus stop, pretty much a ship stop on the way during the slave trade. So there's a lot of whoopings out there, but that probably did stem from there as well. Now, the thing is, the gentle parenting and stuff, to me, that shit might work in the suburbs, but the problem is when you got a single parent or something in the hood, they don't got time to be gentle with you. The streets ain't gentle. The shit is abrasive as fuck. Yeah. My mom, don't get me wrong, there was times I didn't do shit and I got whoopings. And when I grew up, I just understood that, hey, she had a lot on her plate and whatever, and, you know, I just had to forgive her for that. I'm not going to say that that's trauma. It is what it is, because there was other times that I should have got a whooping that I didn't. So the times I did get away with murder balanced out for the times that I got whooped just for being on the straight and narrow. But at the same time, if I'm outside or whatever and I'm hanging out with the wrong people, sometimes when I was getting those whoopings, my mom was literally whooping me just because she see me hanging out with the wrong people. Like, hey, don't bring them demons in my house. I could see where this person is headed. They're headed to the penitentiary or whatever. You keep hanging out with them. So if you're not going to listen to me tell you not to hang out with them, I'm going to just keep whooping your ass until you stop hanging out with them. Now, did I stop? 7 times out of 10, probably not. But my justification there when I was a kid was like, hey, when I do good shit and I get whoopings anyway, I might as well go do the bad shit if the bad shit is fun.
I agree on that part.
But at the same time, I knew what I was doing. Some of these people ain't getting whoopings at all, and then we trying to give them medical conditions because it benefits somebody else's pocket. And my thing is, just like you said, or Marcus said, you know, certain people need a home or whatever, they can't afford it, then that's bullshit. If we really care about these people, those people should get a pass if they genuinely have what they say they have. So this whole monetary system that we have, that, you know, if you don't have money, it's just fucked off for whoever. That's just bullshit, because now you got people like this shanking people in the neck, and you had 13 times to alleviate the situation. Because at the end of the day, if the mental hospital couldn't help him, then they could have kept him locked up. Mm-hmm. So either way it goes, the system beyond the parents still failed society.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, the system does it all over. I can even imagine being like a military vet. I mean, the VA. My pops was in the VA, and fucking the worst treatment I've ever seen to give a human being. Like, it's fucking crazy. So I mean, like I said, like it's easy to say like, yo, they can get this help, but man, sometimes it's hard to even find it.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's some good trauma too.
Yeah, but at the same time,
that's what I was saying. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Marcus. Like, there is some good trauma too. Like, there's bad trauma, and then there's good trauma too.
Yeah, I got pulled over by the cops, got DUI.
Yeah, it's a yin yang. It's a yin yang to everything, but the thing is,
that's why you gotta go to the numbers.
When we muddy the waters and you can't see what's clear and what's not, I just feel like it's bullshit, and that's why I have my take so strong. Because my thing is, if we genuinely cared about mental health and all this other stuff, then shit. If you want to submit them to them damn people for practice, fucking put them on practice squad. They could be a part of some damn clinical trial. As bad as that sounds, we know a lot of that shit can go south. But if you genuinely cared, sign them up for that. I mean, then we just had that one dude that Elon just put that chip in his head and he finally survived, and he the forerunner for the shit.
Yeah.
That dude said he did it because he knew he was gonna die anyway. So if I die or not, fuck it. At least I changed the course of history.
Yeah.
So if we genuinely care about these people, the ones that we genuinely know are just, you know, all the way out there, there should be something in place to where, okay, hey, you know what? I can't afford this, whatever. I ain't really trying to sign you away or whatever. It's going to hurt me like it hurts you, but this is the best place for you. Yeah. Not doing all this catch and release, and we got all these menaces walking around us in society, and we trying to figure out how to walk straight and narrow. And now you can't even trust sitting on a damn bus or something in front of somebody without a.
Well, you bring your internet going, not big dog.
My Lord.
Oh, like mine.
Well, that's why I took the video down, because it was glitching on the video, so I just got the mic.
Oh, okay. But yeah, well, my bad. We were supposed to be on a different topic, but shout out to the big bro, you know, for coming through. Had to let him get his shit off real quick, you know what I mean? But let's go ahead and get back to this topic though. So I got to start it over for the people, and just in case we forgot what the hell was said.
But here, Sierra was on the Breakfast Club.
When you hear people say Russell Wilson is corny, what's your honest reaction?
Oh my gosh, that I don't have to even reply to that.
Charlemagne being petty. Charlemagne was being messy.
Yeah.
And even when she was answering the question, she was like who?
Who's the man saying it?
What Channing Crowder said it.
He said Channing Crowder.
He should have. Because I saw it. I did, and I saw answer. And then she want to go back to, but he's a loving person and a great husband. I didn't say he's not a great husband. It's amazing what he's doing with the future. Like, the dude is a good human. He is lame still. I don't know if anybody doesn't understand. They're not running me off of this point. Lame is an opinion. She even said it. So who's saying? Because that's their opinion. Yeah. She's from Atlanta. I'm from Atlanta. She wasn't going to date Russ back in 2000. Time came forward. She evolved to dating the lame dude. He is a good person, a good human being, but the dude is lame. Y'all know what lame is, bro. You know how many people? I'm not putting nobody else in my boat because I'm peddling this by myself. I've talked to a number of people that's like, bro, you're right. He's not like that. He's inner city Atlanta dude is not hanging out with Russell Wilson. That's what I'm saying. It's lame. The dude does not. He got that moose shit in his hair. Honestly, bro, y'all looking around because y'all even know I'm right. The dude is not a cool person. But that's my opinion. Right. You go find the boys that play at Wisconsin and Nebraska, they'll hang out with us. A dude from inner city Atlanta is not hanging out with Russell Wilson. That's what I say. Lame to me is different than lame to y'all, is different than lame to, I guarantee him and Logan Mankins would get along. You see what y'all understand what I'm saying? I guarantee him and some square ass dude from somewhere will get along. I'm looking at him and saying, man, I never with him. He's lame. That's my point. It's opinion, lame, cool's opinion, and y'all ain't running me off of this forever.
No, I'm not trying to run you off it. Obviously, your opinion is yours. I didn't expect you to double down on it, but
what do you want me to do? Say, oh, he's cool now.
No,
it's in his blood, it's in his skin, it's his liver, his gallbladder, his intestines. Lame is all through him, and it's gonna be there his whole life, Freddie.
Yeah, I guess it really ain't nowhere to start but here. Sierra was on the Breakfast Club.
When you hear
people say,
so what's y'all thoughts on that? Do you think Russ is lame?
I think he said, I think I watched something else about this. I think what he was trying to say is that the people that she's dated in the past don't match him. Like it's almost like, you know what I mean? Like you dealing with the jocks, like the popular athletes. Then once you at some point you have kids stuff, then you go to like an airline pilot or some shit like that. Like it's something that's totally different. Like so. It's almost kind of like I think he was saying, like almost like, why, like, are you with him for the right reasons type of shit? I don't know if that's what it was. I don't think he really cares if he's lame or not. I mean, it is what it is. I think that's what he meant. Like, she just doesn't seem like she matches with him. It's almost like Glorilla with fucking, shit. I don't know. Russell Wilson. There you go. Same shit. That's what I got. So y'all go. Y'all tell me what y'all think.
Yeah, it sounded like his version of lame just isn't his type of fun. Like what he sees as fun, he doesn't think Russell sees as fun. But if that is what's considered lame, send lame over here all day. Like, yeah, I'm good with lame. I like Courtnee, so that works for me. Was that what I used to date? No. Do I want to continue to date what I used to date? Absolutely the fuck not.
So you grew up?
Come on. Had to at some point.
Come
on. I'm gonna say go ahead, Ron. No, I'm gonna let you cook. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say it's kind of distasteful to talk to get somebody to talk down on their partner. So for him to bring up like, oh, you think he lame, whatever, or somebody say like that's just straight up cornball shit to me. I get it, you're a media personality and you've been known to stir up controversy or whatever, but I'm not finna sit in front of Courtney face and be like, oh, hey, you know, was your girl lame back in the day, dog? Like, you know how you like that's fucking stupid as shit, bro. Like,
yeah.
Let that girl ride off into the sunset. If she got her a person, she got her a person. Now, if you want to say the dude is lame, what metrics are we judging lame on? Because he never came out and said he was a hood dude or something. You know what I mean? Like, people have different backgrounds, which I get. You know, from the hood side, I get where you like, oh, this dude is a cornball, a nerd, whatever. But at the same time, he didn't grow up in the areas you grew up in. He never had to really prove much apart from on the football field. Right. That's a blessing that his parents gave him, you know, to get his head start. So, yeah, you know, girls like for fun sometimes date a lot of the wrong type of men, you know. The hood dudes, all exciting and stuff, the trappers, the dope boys and all that, yeah. And then, you know, once they done bust all in you and stretched it out, you probably do bring it back to somebody that ain't know no better, but if a motherfucker ready to settle down with you, let that man breathe and let that woman fucking ride off into the sunset. Like, everybody can't do that. So if she can do it, let her enjoy her life. Like, shit. They said you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. Cardi tried to sit down till Offset was fucking playing. And she was like, fuck it, I'm going to revert to default settings. She tried. So, if Russ over here got Sierra in the house or whatever, like, I know everybody be talking about, oh, she's still doing music videos and stuff, but that's her job. He knew that coming into it. It's not like they got together and then she started fucking doing all this stuff. She been doing that since Land Before Time to get her bread. If he didn't sit her down and be like, listen, I got the reins, I'm making all the money, you just sit your ass down and cook and take care of these kids, then yeah, she's going to still go clock into her job. So that's a conversation for another day. But to get somebody to disrespect the person that's taking care of them, that was cornballish to me.
Okay. So, listen, I'm the kind of guy, I'll hang with Russell Wilson. Now, what I will say is this. I think more so on the aspect that they didn't, that I really and truly believe that Channing Crowder was talking about is more so because of the simple fact that he's dating a woman that got kids. That's what I think the situation is, right? So I got to be honest. In that aspect, just in that specific aspect, yeah, cornball for that. Lame for that. You are a top tier. Yes. Russell Wilson is what you would consider a top tier man before Sierra, right? Because guess what? He had money before. He had money before the NFL because he was already into the stock world. That's what he talks about. I've seen him on Bloomberg. I've seen him on there talking about stocks and markets and things like that. So he already knows about money in itself. So he liked that. Now, what Channing Crowder talking about the moose hair and shit, now that's just his hair, you know, just because of, you know, his DNA and shit. So I don't know what the hell he talking about with that. Outside of just the fact that he dated a woman who wouldn't date him if she didn't have kids. Let's be honest, she wouldn't be looking for him. She wouldn't be checking for him. But the only reason that she had an opportunity is because he said he had a crush on her. So it was just one of them things. Look, I gotta fulfill that. I got an opportunity. I'm where I need to be. I gotta get Sierra. That's been my crush for this whole time. Now I got the opportunity to get her. Cool. But ultimately, most men look at him as a cornball, not because of the things outside of, not because that he's an NFL player, not because of the way that he dresses, not because that he's a nerd or a good boy, so to speak. It's only because of the simple fact that he started dating a woman that had a kid. That's it. That's the only reason. And that's the only thing I will agree with. I say, yeah, you're a cornball for doing that. Everything else, I'll hang with you, big dog. I'm gonna talk shit about it. I said, boy, you done went and married a girl that got a kid. You crazy. And you got the pick of the litter.
Yeah, and he didn't have no kids before her.
That's what I'm saying.
No kids. But I gotta say, I'm 100% on board with you. I think that was crazy to do that because she had a kid. and he could have chose pretty much anyone. He was in that position.
Anyone.
But the thing is, and again, you heard my opinion about it. I'm not really. I don't think it's a good move if a person doesn't have kids to date a girl with kids. But I would say, and it's maybe because of his status, if there was anything like a trait that a woman could show that I would even think about doing it, I think Sierra's shown that though. Like she seems like he's the man of the house. Like if he has to discipline that kid, who's Future's kid, I think she lets him do it. I think she lets him have. I don't think it's like, no, you can't do that type shit. I think it's like, yo, he's the man of the house and he gets to do what a man should do, right? That's like my number one thing, that the reason I wouldn't date a single mother, because at that point when you and her are fighting, you can't say shit to that kid. So I gotta say that. That's just what I think, and it might not even be like that. And if it's not like that, yeah, he's definitely a cornball.
Well, she only had one kid though, right?
Mm-hmm.
As far as I know.
Yeah, one kid. Yeah, she only had one kid.
So one kid, the kid is still young. I'm definitely not advocating for going out there and scooping up single moms, especially if you ain't built like that. But with one kid, I mean, yeah, we hard on the hoes or whatever, but she wasn't too far gone. It's people jumping in relationships with shorties that got 3 kids, 2 dads. Like, she wasn't too far gone. And I think just recently they just put the paperwork through to get the kid's last name to be Wilson. So if the kid looks up to Russell that much, my hope, because I mean they could still buck later on, but my hope would be that it wouldn't be a situation where, he's fighting, no, you're not my daddy, blah, blah, blah. Like, motherfucker, you chose to take my last name. So, yeah, you ain't come out these nuts, but I'm your daddy. Like, on paper.
Look, let me rephrase. Let me rephrase this. Let me rephrase it. I don't think he's a cornball. I just wouldn't advocate for it. Let me put it like that. I wouldn't advocate for it because of the simple fact that I wouldn't do it myself. So I'm not going to advocate for something that I wouldn't do. I would say that. So no, is he a cornball? Nah, but I wouldn't advocate for him to do it. I think he's a stand-up guy. I just ain't going to advocate for it. I would not advocate for somebody to do something that I didn't do myself. So,
I mean, but you're talking about a regular dude. He ain't no regular dude. I mean, it shouldn't. I'm just saying, he ain't a regular dude.
Yeah, but see, here go the thing on that though. So he ain't no regular dude, but the whole thing is, growing up, motherfuckers was hard on all the nerds and all that anyway. If you wasn't one of them street niggas or whatever, then you was a cornball. So per theory, Buddy standing on his square, like, yeah, you a cornball. Because you're not going down the path that we go down. As far as that dude, however that dude's living or whatever. Or, you ain't get the box Chevy, put it on 22s and paint it with the Sprite can logo and shit and roll back through College Park and all that, trying to go get some hoes. Like, you was in a Honda Accord, one hubcap missing, your radio to glitch out every time you hit a speed bump, and you was on work on time every time. Nigga, you was on the honor roll and they missed not name day of school. Like, you know what I mean? So in certain people's eyes, that is corny, but hey, can't fault the dude for fucking getting a head start in life. Yeah. It is what it is, and I mean, shit. Luckily, Sierra was able to fall back on that. Like I said, I'm not going to advocate for you to go out there and just go willy-nilly go try and save a baby mama, because at the same time, everybody ain't built like that to quote-unquote respect you. Yeah. Now, one kid, if you want to roll the dice, that's on you. But shit, 2 or more, hey, friends on yourself, bro. Just get the head when you come up off the head, but locking in, leave that lock unlocked.
Keep the key in it.
Well, luckily, there's all different versions. Some people that will, some people that won't. I think it's the joy. It's a good thing.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't think we talk about this. The reason that dudes don't want, I mean, that it's not a good goal for a dude. It's just good. It's just really like I said, I'll say again, with me, like I think the ultimate a lot of goal for people if you have a family, right? It's not necessarily like that the kid's not mine. It's just that the way you want to be treated in your house. And I don't think, and I think for some reason, a lot of women think it's like, I wouldn't necessarily say a flex, but it's cool for them to be like, yo, this is, you should do everything, but the kid is mine. It's off limits. Like, so you got nothing to do with that until you pay for shit. But anything else like discipline wise, you got no part of it. And that's just not a plus for no dude. I still understand how a lot of girls think that it's kind of like not that it's a normal thing. I just don't understand.
Yeah. I think it depends too on the person and how the communication is set up between their child's father and you. Not all people have bad kids, like not all people have that kind of setup. So I do get what you're saying on the ones that like they're terrorizers and they're just out here a menace and you can't do anything about it. I get it. But then also, that's your time to exit. That's just not the person for you. But I think the ones that
they have good kids. They have good kids. You might say, hey, you know what? Your kid's a little soft now, but we're gonna go play football. And then you're like, oh, I don't know, I don't want my kid to get hurt. It's like, no, I think he needs this. And you're against it. And it's like, like how does that work out? So it's like that's I mean, like I said, it could be a good situation, could be really nice. But maybe he might need a little bit of toughening up.
Got to get his head rocked a couple times, right? Like getting straightened out. A couple
of
Oklahoma drills, you know what I'm saying?
That'll straighten anybody up.
A couple of Oklahoma drills, you know what I'm saying? Straighten them out real quick. Like, look, this is a man drill right here.
But that's the thing, though. It's like if I can't parent the kids the way I parent my own kids, then that kind of is a disqualifier. Like,
yep,
absolutely.
If
that's okay.
If Ashley got good kids, and I come over there, and I'm like, hey, I'm big dog, I'm the man of the house, and she like, oh no, you need to.
I don't play that around here. I don't put hands on my children.
Make them write 150-word essay. Yeah, see, so then,
but it's about communication for me, and I have no kids right now, but that's because of how I grew up. I refuse to be raised the same way, and I think that there's a way that you can communicate with people when you learn your child a certain way that you'll be able to do that. Do I think that all kids are like that? No. So that's why I do understand some how they need to function and others don't. So I understand that.
So who takes the ring in the leadership then? Because where does that compromise lie then? Because what if he comes in? You're the person that said, look, I don't want you to touch my kid, even though that's his too. But he says, no, I believe in spanking. So where's that middle ground?
This is a discussion before we even have kids. I have this discussion with all of my relationships that I see that will be long-term. Absolutely. And if that's something that they're interested in doing, I'm not interested in the relationship.
Interesting.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know what I mean? It's okay to be in a relationship and not be in one. You know what I mean? Because we have different values. But there's compromising on some things, and that's not something I'll be compromising on.
I feel it.
Yeah,
I feel it.
Yeah, you might need to reevaluate that though. I mean, hey, people are supposed to be able to tell you the truth. I think I know, like, if you trust in someone, if you trust in someone enough, or you're supposed to trust in the person you're gonna marry, so you should be able to trust that they're gonna do the right thing. I don't think leadership at all feels good at all. Like, I don't think it's how most people think it should be. I think most people think it should be so easy and so like feel so goddamn good. But leadership, when someone else leading you, that shit don't feel good. Like, it don't feel like you might disagree with half of the shit, but like you understand this person, like they know, like you trust them enough to lead you to the right place, that you're going the right place. So I think that's a thing that a lot of girls go through. That they think that shit's supposed to feel like, ooh, natural. I feel like so hell yeah. I don't think that's how it goes.
I don't think it'll feel like hell yeah. And I do agree with you on like that it should, you're going to trust your partner in that sense. Absolutely. there have been things that have happened to me in my childhood that is not something that I will watch, listen to, hear. I don't care how much I trust you. I don't care what it was about. That's just not something that I'm interested in doing. And I do think and understand that there are different ways. Do I agree with some people and how they move on that? Absolutely. I completely understand how Courtney was explaining how he raises his kids. I have no problem with that. It sounds logical and it works for him. But for me and my house, I won't be doing it for what I've experienced and how to go. No. And so I expect my partner to do the same. It's a trigger for me. I'm not going to sit here, no matter how much I love you and trust you, and listen to you spank my child when I have a trigger about it. And if my person isn't okay with that, then we just won't be together. And if I end up alone because I can't find anybody else who doesn't have that idea, which I don't think that'll be, then I'll do that. I'm not going to, no matter how much I trust you, I'm not going to compromise just because my other person wants to lead in that way. There are other ways to lead that I fully agree with. And there are other things that I'm totally open to compromising on. But something that's a trigger to me, I'm absolutely not going to do.
Yeah.
I know my questions be off the wall, but when they go outside, if they get beat up by the police, is that better than getting a minor whooping at home?
So when you communicate and have open communication with things, just because I didn't beat my child doesn't mean all of a sudden that they're going to be a fucking menace to society. Now, there are some like that, but let's not act like every child in this world has been beaten and that's the only way to go. There are different things for different children. So
I'm not saying that, but it just seems like you're diminishing the light of the man in your household. So if something outside of the household happens, like how are you gonna navigate that? If he gets beat up by his peers at school, you gonna run down on them and go beat them and their parents up, or like you gonna sit down at a round table at the coffee shop and talk to them? Like how does that work?
My child will understand self-defense. Just because if that means we're just talking solely about my significant other beating my child as I'm diminishing him as a leader and a man, then I don't want it. That's solely what we're specifically talking about. Not as his whole, as a partner and as a husband and as a father, right? There's so many more things outside of just spankings, if you will, that makes him a man and makes him a father. There's way more things to be than that. And so I'm not diminishing him, but that also is why I will not date someone who also feels that way, as that is a way that we would like to punish our child. People have different routes, and that's okay. Just because that's something I choose not to do doesn't mean anything. Okay, let me put it this way.
I'm not saying it's good or bad. I get what you're saying. I look at
the most effective and most efficient way, and that is one of those things. That's why spanking is important. Just like you said, it's only one. It's not always one way, but all of those things combined as a collective create good contributing member to society. Yeah, you can't just always spank your kid. I understand that. But you also can't always talk to your kid too. Always doing that at the same. Yeah, there are different ways of disciplining the kid too. Listen, I'm gonna put you in these wall sits. I'm gonna help you hold it. I'm gonna make you hold these fucking books up. But again, discipline comes in many different forms. But understand, sparing the rod also is one of those things. And so I'm sorry, but that has to be a thing sometimes, because most effective.
Each his own on that.
No, it wouldn't.
I am a person that was affected by it.
I look at the kids that don't get spanked versus the ones that do. I look at the kids that get disciplined on all aspects. That means physical and as well as with the belt to ass. And I do a comparative analysis to the ones who've never been spanked before. And I see a complete difference between the two. Most of the times. Right. I see a complete difference between the two.
And that's fine. There are people who are good people that have not had that due to other forms of discipline. I'm not saying I'm never going to discipline my child. What I'm saying is I'm never going to put hands on my child. There will still be discipline actions being taken in forms of other things. I have no judgment that you guys are choosing that route. I was a person that had that as well. I'm a member in society that won't go out and do crazy shit. And so I get it. I understand. But due to what I experienced and how it affected me, I will be going other routes. I will still be disciplining my child. I just won't be putting my hands on him. And then I get what you're saying, Ra, about like, well, if you don't, how I'm taking it is, well, if you don't put your hands on him and then someone else puts your hands on him, like, there are plenty of people that have other forms of discipline.
Well, no, see, and that's the thing. You have other forms of discipline, right? And I'm not gonna say that anything's better than the next thing. I just know as kids, there is 10% of things that'll warrant, no matter how you want to discipline, motherfucker need them paws put on. And if you have another mean to discipline, then that's fine as well. But at the same time, I was just asking that because I've seen growing up, there was a couple friends I had to where their parents was like, nobody puts hands on my kid. So even if it was a disagreement, oh, he came over to my house and broke the PlayStation or something, we got into a fist fight. Now this motherfucker coming over trying to fight me because I put hands on their son. Now my mom stepping in like, why are you trying to fight my kid? Now you're trying to fight my mom. You know what I mean? So it's just like going down that path of I'm just wondering like if things were to escalate higher than, oh, hey, you know, go do some wall sits or go do some jumping jacks or give me 1,000 push-ups. If it escalates beyond that, like what's next? I'm not saying wake up every day and just, you know,
I understand
get your
exactly
kids senseless within inches of their life. You know what I mean? But you know, sometimes 2 swings of the belt and you ain't even got to do it again. My kids, they caught whoopings before, but I talked to them. So now they get in trouble. I'm like, hey, if I was an asshole, what would happen to you right now? I'd get a whooping. Oh, so you know that you did something that was messed up. Yeah, was it on purpose or accident? And then they'll start running me down the story. I'm like, okay, well, how can we do things better next time? Or why is your teacher emailing me all the time? You don't act like this at home. Why are you doing that? Oh, well, my friend pissed me off. Well, what did I say about friends? Your friend ain't gonna help you get an A or B on your test. So focus on what you got going on. Save that for recess. So I get it. There's other ways. I'm not saying beat them senseless. I got whooped senseless, but I'm not gonna pass that down to my kids. But I'm not gonna just straight up top shelf of the closet put whoopings up. Like if one of them 5-10% situations come up, and that's why I was just trying to see like where your head was at, because I don't feel like, you know, one whooping is a reason to end the whole relationship. When
no, it's not about one whooping.
And I mean, I might be thinking extreme too, but
yeah,
that's kind of how, for my imagination, with the way you were as stern as you were speaking, that's kind of how it initially processed, and that's why I was trying to get more information.
Yeah, no, and it's not one whooping. It's the fact of, if I would be silly to get with somebody who feels strongly about this, right? And then I don't. And then I end up in a relationship and have kids, and now he wants to act on that. And then I then am supposed to adjust my and regulate my emotions about how it triggers me, and how then my child that I birthed to be then okay with something that I'm not even okay with, and let them be okay with it.
Too?
That he put in you to birth.
And I understand, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say. Because yes, that is his child as well. But
he was yelling in your ear and convulsing and shit, having a good night.
Right, but that's what I'm trying to say. I know my lane, and so I'm not going to then put that on my person to then, because they would feel bad about, because I feel bad, and then I'm expressing my disdain about it because we didn't talk about it at the beginning, that's not something I like, and now it's happened. And so it's just like, I know how I need to move, because that's not something that I would want for my partner, and my partner, I wouldn't want that for them on me either, because I'd be fucked up for me to be upset for something that they feel strongly about, that and even in a healthy way. I'm not saying in a bad way at all. I understand that it can be healthy. I totally do. But what I'm saying is, I just know that is the lane that I have to maneuver in, because that's just not something that I'm willing to compromise on.
Baby girl, you gotta get some more. You gotta get some more healing.
No, I've healed enough, and that's why I'm like this.
Nah.
Yeah, but I just think like
this shit. Yeah.
Blocking blessings, Ashley. You blocking blessings out here in these streets.
I don't give a fuck. I don't want them. I don't want those
blocking blessings out here in these streets.
No.
You got.
But I support however y'all do it. And in no way am I saying that you are doing anything wrong. I get how you're moving, and I love it for y'all. That's just not something I'm interested in, and that's okay.
Blocking blessings out here, man.
Yeah, that's fine. Why? I got a question. Maybe you could answer for the women. Why do you all come up with these non-negotiables that are just so strong that you'll never move on, knowing that relationships literally are just is a big ass game of compromise?
No, I said I would compromise on many things. And I don't want us to link leadership solely on that I don't let them put their hands or belts on my children. I will let my man lead. He is able to lead. I have no problem with compromising either. So I don't want those to be linked together as, no, my man can't do anything and I'm running the house. No, I want a man to lead. That is just something I will not compromise on, but there are plethora of other things I will compromise on. Absolutely. And that's just something that I solely feel as for me. But outside of that, I'm willing to open up to many things.
Okay.
Thank you for bringing your brother back on, because he said he doesn't. And so I would like someone else to be on here that does.
So let me ask you fellas this question, right? Y'all say ass whooping is the key, is the end all be all.
In leadership.
Right. No. Hang on. Hold on. Right, y'all said ass whoopings are the end all be all. That's what y'all said.
We didn't say that.
Everything, every rebuttal is whoop they ass. That's every rebuttal.
I said
every rebuttal is whoop they ass.
Part of it.
Go ahead. Every rebuttal is whoop they ass. Mental illness, whoop they ass. Not listening, whoop they ass. They look wrong, whoop they ass. They yell back, whoop they ass. Give them a warning. Oh, C3, my bad. Oh, I'm gonna give them a warning. Then I'm gonna whoop they ass.
Two of them.
At what point?
2 warnings.
2 warnings.
2.
Okay. 2 warnings.
Mm-hmm.
And then whoop their ass.
Nah, I ain't trying to stay to the episode of Boondocks.
What I'm saying is, at the end of the day, we also, I know me and 3 always talk about changing the generational curse. We have a generational curse put on us. At what point do we go and start trying to change that generational curse to the point of, like Ashley said, it fucks you up. Regardless of the fact you want to think about it, yeah, we say, oh yeah, but look how we turned out. We turned out good. You're right. You're absolute. I don't disagree with nobody on this panel, because all of us up here are doing great for ourselves in life in some shape, way, or form. But at the same way, and at the same time, why is violence the first thing that you want to resort to in order to make somebody get their mind right? Because at the end of the day, whooping ass is violence. I don't give a fuck what you say. You can try to portray it how you want to. The act of hitting is a violent act, period. So in what form, and again, that comes back to our culture put on us, because let's think about it. Not one time have we ever went and started no wars. We don't start wars. Every time you hear black people talk, we always talking about love and peace. We're not the ones that start wars. America going to start a war every fucking chance to get. Who runs America? So what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, ass whoopings come from violence. Come from a violent thought. It comes from a violent act. If you can't articulate your words and put the fear of God in your child without you hitting them, then we might want to talk about our parents. Because at the end of the day, I know for a fact I haven't whooped my 10-year-old not one time. But when I step in the room and I say, you got me fucked up, and that's all I have to say. Everything in that motherfucker ceases and desists. And all I said was, you got me fucked up. That's all I said. I ain't yelled. I ain't had a belt in my hand. None of that shit. It's all about instilling the proper respect and letting them know was allowed and what's not allowed. Now, are they gonna get out of hand? You fucking right. They ain't about that. They gonna get out of hand. They're kids. But like we always talk about, as a child, guide your child, and your child when it cannot, when they get to the point to where they feel like, oh, I'm finna buck back, then that's when you goddamn put whatever motherfucking means by any means necessary at that point, because then they feel like they're equal. And when you feel like you're equal, I'm gonna show you. That's when it comes into play. But you talk about just whooping ass every chance you get, and that's gonna fix everything. Nah, bro, it's plenty in this world that have been great people that hadn't got their ass whooped.
You missed it though. You missed it. Nobody said just spanking ass just to be spanking ass. I specifically said
Bro, the whole time I've been watching the show, all y'all been talking about is beating ass.
Hold on.
Y'all said mental illness comes from you can beat mental illness out of somebody. Can you beat a person that has cancer? Can you beat their ass? Because that's what y'all saying.
Hold on.
Crazy.
I specifically said, I give warnings. I give you enough rope to hang yourself. And when you hang yourself, that's when I then show the discipline. That's when I then put the discipline to you. So I get it. Some people, I put the fear of God in here, but God also said, guess what? Spare the rod, spoil the child too. So therefore, what rod are we talking about here? No.
First of all, you already know I don't even believe in religion. So therefore, I was saying that so therefore it can relate to y'all way of feeling. So therefore, that has nothing to do with it.
But that has nothing to do with it. But again, I still give warnings before I do anything physical. And I said, there's different ways. I said there's different ways of discipline as well. I said it's part of it. There are collective ways that you can discipline your child. Now, sometimes
at the latter part, you said that, but in the beginning, that's not what you were saying. In the beginning, you were right there saying whoop ass.
Yeah, exactly. Initially, but then we gave content. We gave
schizophrenia out of nobody. Just like you can't whoop cancer out of nobody. It can't be done.
We gave content.
No, bro, you can't. No, bro, that's just it. You have to realize when you're doing this type of when you're on this type of thing, you have to understand how you speak it because people are only in and out for 5 to 10 minutes. So again, that's how a soundbite gets made. Oh, he said he whooping everybody ass that got schizophrenia. No, go back and watch it. Nah, bro, come on, dog. Come on, bro. Like quit clickbait, bro. Stop clickbait, bro. Bro, stop clickbaiting, bro. You ain't even that type of dude. Stop clickbaiting.
I'm gonna be honest about the situation and how I raised my daughter.
You are being honest, but in the beginning, what I said was,
and I said spank the ass. So I'm honest about that situation. That's what I did.
Came back and cleared that up. But
regardless, it got cleared up. Regardless if I said it, clickbait or whatever, it was said. So therefore, we can't go back and say, oh, well, he said, yeah, I still stand on that hill, spank ass. But again, there's context. There's still context that comes behind that. So look, I'm gonna give you enough rope again for the people in the back. I'm gonna give you enough rope to hang yourself. Once you hang yourself, that's your ass.
Agree. And that's how it's supposed to be.
So what we talking about?
That's not what you said in the beginning, my nigga. In the beginning, you were strictly saying busting ass.
Got it.
You were strictly saying busting ass. That's what I'm saying. What I said was, at the end of the day, let's learn how to communicate. That's what I said. Let's learn how to communicate. We straight going into busting ass. Let's learn how to communicate.
I was here when I said it.
I know. Nigga, you on the camera.
I gave the entire breakdown of that situation. I gave the entire breakdown. Now, if people decide to go in and out, that's on them. That ain't my fault. But I know what I said when I said it. And I gave the entire breakdown of the situation and discipline in itself and why spanking is important. So that ain't got nothing to do with it. That ain't got nothing to do with what the people hear. That's what I said. So therefore, if they want to hear it, they go back and listen to it.
But here go the thing though, big bro.
What's up?
The thing is, if you waiting for your child to finally be old enough to buck back, it's a little too far too gone. That's the thing. I'm not saying whoop their ass Monday through Friday, but when they're small, that's when you instill. It's kind of like when you got like the circus and they raising them elephants and stuff. They tie them up with a little rope, right? When they babies. Now the elephant, when he try to break whatever, he trip a couple times, and eventually he just don't pull on the rope no more. That's kind of the same thing with the whooping. I ain't saying whoop them from the age of 3 all the way through 30. But there's a couple times you might see a few signs of shit going left or right to where, you know, that warrants that one whooping to where you might not never have to do it again. Now, when I said the mental health and stuff, I get that it sounds crazy, but I've been overseas and literally seen people crazy with ass whoopings. So, I mean, yeah, it sounds polarizing on the internet, but I've seen it happen. Now, like you said, cancer, you can't whoop cancer out of nobody, but shit, they can go the holistic route. They can do some fasting or something, quit eating all the bullshit, quit eating Tommy's and drinking 2 liters of Coke every day. So I mean, it's
and that's
solutions to
and
everything.
we're saying the same thing, but we're just getting to the solution different. We all saying the same shit. It's just the solution that everybody's taking is a little goddamn different route. And that's where it comes to a breakdown in our community again, all the way back around. Like we was talking about fixing different things. In our community, we can't all just say, you know what, we all going to Disney World, just get in the car. No, somebody gonna say, you know what, fuck that. I want to ride in the passenger seat. Oh, fuck that. I ain't riding behind the driver. No, fuck that. I gotta drive the car. Why? We all going to Disney World. Why the fuck? What does it matter where you sit? You getting there. And that's the problem. You see what I'm saying? Like that's what I ain't gonna say the problem. That's where the breakdown comes in. And that's why everybody always say, oh shit, we ain't gotta worry about them. They ain't gonna come together. They gonna make a little ruckus here and there, but it'll all die down in a minute because they don't have no true leader. Because everybody feels like their way is the right way. And all I was asking was, why is it that we have to put belt to ass? Why we can't learn how to talk? That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah,
it's like Ashley. I mean, Ashley said she doesn't want to whoop because of the trauma it put on her. Again, we all have traumas, regardless of how you want to look at it. We all have certain things that you would not do today because you did it as a kid. Oh, I don't eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Shit, my mama made us eat them bitches 3 or 4 times a week. Fuck peanut butter. I can't stand the smell of that shit. That's a trauma. That's a trauma. Just because you're not goddamn taking medicine for it or going to see a psychiatrist about it doesn't mean that it's not a trauma. It's a trauma. It's something that happened to you that triggers you to not like it. That's what trauma is. So at the end of the day, big dogs, we all got trauma in some shape, way, or form.
Yo, I hear you too, but it's almost like if it's something that's if somebody does something the wrong way and they do it hella bad, you can't not look at how it's still beneficial. It's like I'd say like it's gonna be a fucked up and not even a good analogy, but it's almost like if your parents are alcoholics and then you're like, yo, like I saw them motherfuckers did, and I ain't gonna never do that. But then if you got enough self-control to say, I know when to stop. I know I can still have a good time. I know when to fucking stop. Don't mean you gotta cut that shit out completely, but you gotta understand, like, you know, when the right way. Hey, personally, my dad only whooped me one time my whole fucking life. That's it, one time. And it wasn't even about nothing that was between me and him. It was about fucking me not going to school. And the reason I wasn't going to school because I was getting bullied. You know what I'm saying? I got a whooping, and guess what? I fucking my ass went to school every day after that shit. And he never had to do it.
I take that bully ass whooping off.
Hey, I'm gonna take that bully ass whooping. I ain't gonna let Pop get it. And it was even more of that because it was still combined with, like, I was embarrassed because like, yo, bro, like I put my pops down. You know what I'm saying? So, so like I get exactly what you're saying. I mean, I think people should you know, learn how to talk to their kids and not just think that, you know, a whooping's gonna fix it.
Well,
So
shit,
I mean, I definitely think so.
Even right now, like my son, he got these blocks and stuff, and one time he built a little gun or whatever, and my girl, you know, she whooped him and whatever. So he, you know, he was feeling the way, but I ran right in right after, and I was like, hey, I see you at the age where you think guns is fascinating and stuff. You want to go shooting? And he was like, no. I was like, okay, well, I want to take you shooting, so when you're ready, just let me know, because I want to show you that the shit that you playing with, it's not as safe as you think it is. The shit look cool on TV or whatever. When you hold this motherfucker and that motherfucker put that little kink in your wrist when it kick back, you're going to see that this is not a toy. But the reason I do that is because when I was a kid, I was fascinated with guns, and I caught the meanest whooping ever because my uncle had a Draco in the closet on the shelf, and he caught me climbing up in the closet trying to get that motherfucker down. Now, when he caught me, I had slipped and fell, and I actually had it in my hand, and there was no safety on it. It was loaded. So I got a whooping just for the fact that it could have went off. But I was fascinated, and after that, that's something that he did. When he found him some free time, he took me shooting and stuff. And once I actually felt that motherfucker, I'm like, yeah, you know what? Let me know when is the next time we going shooting. But I don't want to see that motherfucker nowhere around me if it's just laying around the house. So I understand, you know, there's other ways. And, you know, sometimes our reflexes is just to whoop. And there could be talking and stuff. It's just, for me, I just feel like, you know, there's a 5 to 15% of things to where a whooping is warranted, and I'd rather get it out the way early than wait late. I don't need nobody that's bench pressing the same amount as me to now start trying to buck up. It's like, nah, you remember when you were 9 and I tore that ass back? You want that right now? Is really what you thinking about?
Right.
And then they
And
can
again, that's like you said, that's something that's instilled early on. Yeah, that's something that's instilled early on. Like I said, you instill it in an early age, then you don't have to worry about that when it's 12, 13, 14, 15. You know what I'm saying? Because at this point, they're already starting to develop their own sense of human anyway. Like anything, you know what I'm saying? You do it as a puppy. So therefore, once they do get to that age, they already know, shit, I ain't the one to play with. I don't give a fuck what. I don't give a fuck how big I get. I know they ain't the one to play with. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm getting at. Like, you instill it at a young age. You instill that, don't play with me. Because if it go there, you're not going to like how the outcome going to be. Then it's like, well, shit. Now it's always that thought in the back of the mind, like, when they said that shit, what did it mean? Again, it's that sense of respect, but at the same time, don't take it though if you don't know the outcome.
Yeah, I could rock with that.
Yeah.
So that's all.
That's fair.
This is a man. Interesting.
Huh?
I'm glad that you can understand what he's saying. Like, I'm glad that he was able to explain it in a form that is understandable.
I'm still dying on the hill.
That's
You
for
supposed
y'all.
to.
That works
You
for y'all.
supposed to. Hey, hey,
works
cuz,
for you,
put your
works
flag
for
up there
you.
with you. They had you a bill and a shot of goddamn taquitos and dial up down that hill with it, my boy. You stay up there.
I'm gonna die on that hill, bro.
No, I mean, I understand what he's saying, but at the same time, he's saying that if a whooping is absolutely warranted, then he'll press that issue. But he gonna try to the 12 steps of fucking diffusion before getting there.
Yeah, that's what I know. I get that. That's what I'm saying. I get that point. That's what I'm saying. I get that point. It's the same thing.
Ashley said she got 48 laws of don't touch.
Yeah, but
There are other forms of discipline in my 48 laws.
And that's what I'm saying. It's the rope. It's still a rope that you're giving. I just ain't I could just whooping ass just to be whooping ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm not crazy like that. You know what I'm saying? I give you the
12 program.
I never thought either of you were crazy for doing what works for you. That, like, how you move is how you move. I will still have a child that's going to grow up in a great person in society. Like, they're not this, you know, they're not, and we're not growing up in an environment, because it also plays a role in environment. I won't have my child in an environment where it has to be that form of going that way. Not all of them are like that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying there will be things in place to where I have a better opportunity in hopes that my child won't have to go that route on how I want to go for how I want to parent.
That's dope, because I mean, society's moved so far fucking soft now that, you know, realistically, you probably don't even need to whoop motherfuckers no more.
Yeah, my kids not gonna be out here licking toilets and shit. Like, so my kids not gonna be out here licking toilets and shit just because I didn't think like they'll be still gonna be ingrained with all the things that we grew up in and what makes us better fucking humans. It just won't be. Yeah, I just can't. I'd be crazy. I'd be crazy to do that. Personally, for me, how it affects me to then hear my child having that happen to them when I know what it did to me and what it currently still does. Of like, I'm just like, oh, thank you. So yeah. But they're still good people.
I rock with it.
They're gonna be strong as shit if they're, you know, and they accident like that.
Respect.
I feel it.
I
hear you. I feel it. I understand it. I hear you.
Thank you.
Anyway, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Listen, let me know in the comments what y'all think. Do y'all spank y'all kids, or do you not spank your kids, and which one you think is more effective, or is it effective at all? I already told y'all how I stand, so y'all let me know what y'all think. So look, because we already three
Well-
hours in, I'm gonna go to one more type of what you got. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say not necessarily spank your kids. Do you parent your kids? Because
no,
That's a good word, bro. I like that word.
Spanking with a cliffhanger.
But when we talk about
That's a good word, bro. I like that.
But parent, okay, so what's the real question? Because you're asking, do you parent your children, and then you're just referring to do you spank?
Well,
there
at the
needs to
same
be.
time, if your kid fucked up and you just walk in, spank them, you don't give them no explanation, no backstory, you don't redirect
Right.
no energy, whatever.
Right.
Then
That's
that's
right.
Right.
You still got
Absolutely
there's still some coaching that go with it. So
Facts.
you know, just whooping only. Are you actually parenting? Hey, this is what you did wrong.
Yeah.
This is why this was my reaction to what you did wrong. This is how you can avoid
Yeah.
this in the future. These are
Totally
other
agree.
alternatives.
Yeah.
Totally
So
agree.
that's
Good. Hey, hey, boy, that is a great fucking way to word it, bro. Great way to word it. Because you got some people out here that's just in their kids' lives, and then you got some people that's actually parenting. That's a great way to word it.
yeah, like just because they wake up and see you don't mean that you that dude. Like
Exactly.
you got to be involved.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah. So let's go ahead and go to this last topic for the night. So we're gonna switch gears. We're gonna switch gears heavy this time. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get away from spanking. You know what I mean? And we're gonna talk about we're gonna talk about money, you know, and this is a guy named Alex Hormozy. He's talking about how to get rich through content creation. So I know a lot of people have negative connotations about people getting rich, you know, through content creation and just making money overall. So I think it'd be a great topic for us to talk about, you know what I'm saying? And then we'll give our thoughts and opinions from there. All right. So make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Let's rock out. Oh no, we want these. There we go. Can y'all see it?
Money on the flights and the accommodations and the fortunate like most of the revenue comes from the sponsors.
Yeah.
And so we're able to travel around the world. We're able to spend money on the flights and the accommodations and the crazy
The watches, the
post-production,
dripping in
pre-production, the
yeah.
crazy $15 Casio.
Yeah, the G-Wagon.
We're able to do what we do because of the sponsors, and right now it's enough. We want to always be improving. So now we're thinking like, well, what if we created a product or a service? We're always having discussions about how we can do that. But at some point, I always wonder, like if we just focus on making better content, then we get better, like higher paying sponsors, the same sponsors, we love the sponsor, higher paying sponsors because we're getting more views, and it's like a cycle because of that. But part of me also wonders, like, should we focus our efforts on something else?
My thought with that is that I am happy also doing what we're doing now. And I kind of worry that like we're good at this thing. If we
don't
take our
sell
eye
own
off the
product or
prize,
service.
we don't. But if we take the eye off what we're good at now, are we just adding more onto the plate where we don't need to, where we have a really great balance and a great life and things are going well?
And if we're just trying to create something for the sake of creating something, then maybe it won't be perfectly terrific.
Yeah.
But right now, if we're just focusing on making the best content for you guys, the ones watching, then hopefully it's a pretty good product.
Well, I have so many thoughts on this.
Are you guys here for the halftime show?
Oh, no. We're here to help people customize and save with Liberty Mutual.
Do we have 5 minutes? Because I think I have a very in-depth answer for this. So basically, I see this as a spectrum. So it's a continuum that exists for, and this is specific for creators in terms of how to monetize. And so it's basically a spectrum that has risk and capital and effort kind of on either side. So like low risk, low capital effort, high risk, high capital, high effort. So all the way on the left, you have sponsorships, right? Which is what you're doing now. Cool. You make money from doing the same thing. 1 degree to the right of that would be like an affiliate relationship. Like Adobe says, hey, we'll give you 20% of all of them lifetime. It's like, okay, cool. Adobe, hit them up. You have an affiliate relationship. The next is when it starts to get a little bit, you have your drop ship, right? Your white label. You find somebody who just puts, and you did this with a coffee, I think, back in the day, right? Like you have that kind of middle ground. So somebody else can manage everything. I'm just going to promote it, but I'm going to own the brand. And that's that. The next degree here is where you have you find an existing business where you can negotiate some percentage of equity in the business, and ideally distributions and or royalties, which I'm a big advocate for creators to do both, because you have costs associated with running your business, your side of the marketing, right? And the business makes money because it's monetizing with whatever traffic you're sending, but you need to keep advertising. And so having some either, profit share or some royalty on top line or some sort of cash flow still needs to come back, because not all companies sell. Actually, the vast majority don't sell. And so I think it balances some of the risk for a creator, but that would be a minority deal, especially with a company or a product that you really like. And so if Adobe were smaller and would give you a percentage of, the company, that would be one where it's like, and ideally, this is me turning the tables and speaking to you as an investor. It's the best is when you can write a check to, because then it's like, there's no expectations. I'm going to promote this because I believe in it and because I want it to grow and I want to get a crazy return on the money that I put into it. And so you'll have some blend of that deal, but usually for minority stake and maybe some performance tranches that kick in based on, how well you do it. And then the final one, the final frontier, is where you actually like do everything yourself. Like the whole thing, soup to nuts, is like you're starting a business. That's Jimmy with Feastables, right? Like he's really just starting a chocolate thing and finding cocoa nibs in Africa and doing all this stuff, right? And so the upside is typically higher on this side, lower on this side in terms of the enterprise value of what you're promoting, but so is the risk and the difficulty. And the idea that I think a lot of people miss out on is like, it's so much about the partners that you're bringing in on this side that they have to, like, in my opinion, for a true partnership to work, they have to be able to be successful without you. And if they're already growing, they're already successful. This is like school. Like school's gonna be successful either way. I just want to pull the future towards us faster. You need a partner who is as good as you are or better. Ideally, just amazing at that thing, and you're amazing at this thing, and then it's like the sum of the parts is where the magic happens. But that's basically the continuum. But if you're going to do anything to the right of center there, and you're not just like, I'm either sponsoring or doing an affiliate deal, I think you can do, like, I think the best deals is kind of like the school deal, where you put cash in, you buy a big stake, you also promote. Like, those are deals where it's like, I think, again, in terms of behavior, what is this going to change about what I do? And I would like to do deals that change as little or nothing about what I do. If I'm always going to make content anyways, and I'm already getting 2/3 of people who want to start a business, then I don't need to change anything. Now, it's still high leverage because I just point them in a direction. I'm like, hey, I vetted this. I think it's awesome. I think it's a really good product. Check it out.
All right, so let me stop right there. Any thoughts on this?
Yeah, I mean,
go ahead. Yeah,
it's good. It's a good way of looking at it. Just like you said, if a business is doing pretty good, I mean, you can partner up with a company and promote the brand and set up some sort of deal where you're getting some sort of piece of it, and that's like more money coming in. So I mean, yeah, I mean, what he's talking about is good stuff.
Yeah, I think breaking it down is helpful. Like, it lets you know too on how you want to maneuver in your niche of your content and how you want to go about it, and like the different avenues that you can take about it. I think it's helpful, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, it just sounds like the regular struggles of an entrepreneur. It's kind of like, like a rapper. Like, you gotta either go to a studio or get your own equipment, come up with your lyrics. You might start partnering with people that got the beats, whatever. Eventually you put a package together, be it a mixtape or whatever, then you still got to go out and sell it. You got to go do a couple shows, get some people behind you. Once you start getting the buzz, you can start getting larger people behind you. And you are like, hey, I want to throw this over here. I need some capital to do this. Can you headline this show for me on the promotion side? And this is what I can bring to it, whatever. So, I think it's a good conversation that they're having, and if you map it out, whichever avenue you want to attack it from, sometimes it's good to be able to visually see what you're doing instead of just grasping for straws out the sky. If you can pin things down and have a clear path as to how you want to approach things, sometimes it helps.
So let me ask the panel a question then. The things that these guys talk about. So apparently, for those people who don't know who Alex Hormozi is, he's a fitness guy. He wrote the book 100 Million Offers. Successful entrepreneur. then went into content creation as well, talking about how to be a great salesman and all these different things, makes a ton of money. A lot of people was clipping his shit and reposting it as their own, making money off of him and things like that. Do you guys think that being a content creator is, two questions? Do you think that is easy? But also, do you think that the amount of money that you can make is so far out of reach that you can't meet, that most people don't do because they feel as if it's so far out of reach?
No, I don't think content creation is easy. I think finding your people in your niche is definitely hard work. And I also don't think that it's so far out either that you can't reach it. I think it's still, even though so many people are doing it, a lot of people still aren't doing it because, the growing stage is the cringy stage, or it's still kind of taboo. And some people just don't see it as an avenue. But I think when you really put the work in for it, I think it's possible for anybody who wants to. I think everybody's got something that somebody wants to know about.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Actually, yeah, I definitely don't think it's easy. But I think once you do get that role, I think at that point, as long as you do things right, I think you will. The sky's the limit. As much money as you can make, but once you got to hit that spot.
I just think it depends on what you're doing. So depending on what avenues you're in, it can be easy for some, and then other things it can be hard. So us, we get on here on this podcast or whatever. I'm not gonna say the hardest. There's a lot of back end. I'm not gonna diminish things that Courtney does on the show to get everything together. But as far as us getting on here, once the topics and stuff are assembled, you really just gotta be yourself. So this is a little bit easier versus I have another channel that I'm starting because I go and do a lot of car events and all that. That's a little bit harder because you got to get your good B-roll footage. You got to do a lot of editing. A lot of venues, when you go there to events, there's a lot of music playing. YouTube doesn't like copyright music in there. So you got to figure out what you can record, what you can clip, how to do it. So there's a science to a lot of avenues depending on how you jump into content creation, to where it can be excessively frustrating. And, everything that you don't know is going to be hard starting out. I mean, going to go get a new job, even when everything's laid out to you and you're training, it's still hard if you don't know what the hell going on. As time goes on, things can get easier. But, if Ashley starts a makeup channel and she just really knows how to beat her face, that's just going to pop anyway because she was going to do her face regardless. There might be 30,000 women out there that don't know how to do their makeup, and she might have a unique style of doing it that nobody else does. Versus, let's say Marcus wants to go do a fitness channel or something. Everybody oh, well, shit. He already brolic as fuck. I'll never be like that, so I'm not going to watch it. It's going to be a little bit harder for him just because it's going to be a smaller niche of people that really going to take it serious. Until, obviously, once you blow up, once you get to a certain point, a lot of people ain't got no choice but to follow. Because once it's in their face so much, it's kind of like, the Charleston Whites and the Andrew Tate effect. They get so big to where no matter where you go, you going to see them. There's that too. But, I mean, I'll say some of those are anomalies, of which some of those people weren't necessarily content creators. They was jumping on everybody else's stuff, and what they were saying was so polarizing that it kind of forced them to double back and you know what, this is a lane I can make some money in. And now you see Charleston, he got all sorts of chains with diamonds and shit in it now. He wasn't rocking like that when he first came out.
Yeah.
I mean, Andrew Tate getting to Tate versus the world at this point, because no matter what country he touched down in, they trying to throw his ass in jail now. But I'll say if you have a personality and you're not shy, you can get a couple cohesive thoughts together. It can be easy figuring out the science to editing and all this other stuff is just gonna be growing pains. But if you don't have a personality and you think like, oh, I'm gonna just do it just for money, like there's no passion or anything behind it, it's strictly money, you gonna have a hard ass time because everything's gonna frustrate you. And honestly, another thing too that is a barrier to entry is consistency. Because can you stay consistent and believe in yourself long enough to where you can overcome the hurdle of feeling like nobody's listening to you until they do? Because that could be hard too. I mean, getting on streams and it's only one person viewing or no viewers, or you done did a 2, 3, 4 hour stream, ain't nobody in the chat, and you do this shit 2, 3, 4 months on end. I mean, you're gonna be washing your face with a lot of cold water, staring into that mirror, like, you know, is this really life? And one day you wake up and you got 15 viewers and 4 people rocking in the chat, and it's just up from there. So everything can be hard, but I think if you have a personality and you know how to persevere, if you got thick skin, content creation can be a little bit easier once you play with it enough to get down to science, to a method to your madness.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Because I also just doing this content creation as well. I've done it many different times. I've tried it on platforms like TikTok. You know, I've tried different niches of just doing the, you know, the funny dad content, but I just realized that wasn't it. Because when I found out the type of person that I am, yeah. I'm not huge on a ton of editing, and I'm not huge on trying to figure out what type of content I'm gonna make next. I'm not big on that at all. So yeah, did I have a couple videos go viral on the TikTok for the funny dad shit? Yeah, it did. But constantly trying to come up with something new every day, because you're talking about posting on a consistent basis, 2, 3 times out the day, you posting that shit up. It becomes, you can burn out quick. You know what I mean? And so when you find your lane and you find something that's like, you know what, this is how I want to operate it. This is how I want to do it. And you start small. This is one of the biggest things I can tell people right now. Just going from 0 to 1,000 subscribers, well, to 1,100 now, right? So you start small and then you ramp up. You start small, then you ramp up. What do I mean by start small, ramp up? If you're a person that's never done content creation before, if you're a person who's just starting out, you don't know the first steps. Like, damn, how often do I post, or how often I do this? Your consistency is not based off of what everybody else is doing. Consistency is based off of what you can handle and what you can do on a consistent basis. So if you, let's just say, Ashley, you decided, you know what, I'm gonna start posting YouTube videos or IG videos. But I know for sure I can post a video every single day, at least one time a day. You stay consistent with that one time a day until it gets to a point you're like, you know what, now I can ramp it up. Now I can do 2 times a day now. And you continue to keep ramping up. Of course, you fine tune. You pay attention to the things that people are reacting to, and you know what they're liking. I mean, sometimes you don't want to read the comments. Some people gonna say some shit. They may say shit that you just don't like, but hey, it is what it is. That's part of it, right? Once you see that, you stay consistent with it. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Stay in your lane. Keep your head down. I know we all get to that point. We see this other person, like, man, what the fuck? They got 10,000 subscribers, or they got 100K. What the fuck are they doing? And sometimes we get in all, we look at them like, man, them niggas ain't even that good. My shit's dope. You feel me? But don't nobody know you yet. And they had to go through the same mud that you went through. You take that over time. You look at that over time. You just keep your head down and you continue to keep working and continue to keep fine tuning. You keep learning different things that can implement and complement the things that you're already doing. And then over time, your shit is just going to grow. You just keep grinding. You just keep grinding this shit out. Just like Ross said, there's going to be times where you're going to see shit. You're like, man, ain't shit popping off. I ain't getting no views. I ain't getting no likes. I ain't getting no engagement. This shit trash, bro. Like, is this shit for me? You get to it. Like, it happens from time to time. But then you get to a point where now it's like, all right, I'm a year in. I'm doing this shit. mind you, the people that are already successful, they've been doing it 5-10 years already. So you're trying to compare yourself to everybody else when you just are only 1 year in. Like you just starting out. Don't nobody know you yet. If you aren't an athlete or you aren't an entertainer of some sort, you ain't gonna have a following. Don't nobody know you from a can of paint. So you got to make them see you. You got to get out there. You got to post. You got to continue to be in people's faces until they just say, you know what? Who the fuck is this? Then one person follow you. Then the next person follow you. Then you start learning different ways to get in more people's faces. You know, sometimes it's gonna take a collab. Then sometimes you just may have to say something polarizing that just somebody just like, you know what? This person just said the most outlandish shit. You know, kind of just like how my brother just came on, right? He just said some shit. Oh, I'm clipping that up 100% because we just went at it, right?
There's definitely some family things happening.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So we just clipped each other up. So I'm gonna clip that shit up. You know, it may be something, it may not, but I think it was something though. Like, damn, two brothers going at it. They come from a different house, they come from the same household, you know what I'm saying? But they got two different outlooks on discipline, right? And so, and they both stood 10 toes on it, even though he tried to call me out, whoop his ass for that. But no, in all seriousness, no, then you start to once you start to get that traction, you start to see the traction. That's when you don't slow up. That's when you start to ramp up. Like, all right, bet. Let's start to push it out even more. Or you stay consistent where you at until you feel as if you can start ramping up more. And so now I'm in a position now with this channel. That's what we're doing. We're just focusing on being consistent, showing up, and just trying to get better each and every time. You know, we had a discussion on the back end, you know, on different things of what we can do to improve the channel, right? And now we're looking at different sponsorships. Well, you know, so looking at different sponsorships potentially, you know, that could potentially sponsor the show. Working on that. So in due time, things are gonna happen, but we just gotta continue to keep putting out good. We gotta continue to keep putting out good content. Continue to keep showing up. You know, even when we don't want to, gotta show up. And that's gonna be the biggest thing. When they start to see that we're serious. And they see that like these niggas show up every fucking Tuesday. They always talk and they talk, whatever the case. They always talk and they talk. Then more and more people are gonna start coming in. More people coming in. Because actually, before you started coming in, there's the engagement on here wasn't as much, but we're starting to get more engagement. You know what I'm saying? So it's slowly. It may not be as fast as most people want it, but it's slowly growing. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, everybody that's been in here, they're going to be the OGs. When we at 10,000, when we at, you know, 100K subscribers, and when we at all of that, it's like, oh, man, they've been rocking out for a long fucking time. They've been getting to it. So I know I kind of went along with that. But, yeah. I don't think the money is far-fetched. You know, I don't think it's too far away. It's just the fact that you just got to put in the work and grind to get it. And just put your head down. Don't focus so heavily on getting the money because it's going to come over time. So.
Enjoy the
ride. Money's a figment of your imagination. So,
yeah,
as big as you can dream is as big as you can obtain. The problem is, will you put in the work to bridge that gap?
Yeah.
If you want to be a millionaire, the blueprint to get $1 million is there.
Yep.
Do you have the resilience it takes to get to that $1 million though? So that's really all it is. Like, you see people blowing 800,000 on IRL streams just to do some wild shit. It was like, damn, like my daddy ain't touched 800,000 his whole life type shit. Well, he figured that if he just got in at the plant, got a pension, and retired, he was straight. Like, that was his thing. Whereas, you know, you see that, oh, I can't become a millionaire as far as having the monetary number in my account by working a day job. So you might have to branch out and be like, oh, okay, well, shit, I'm gonna have to start a plumbing company and then grow that company to where it's evaluated to be 20 million. Well, guess what? If the company worth 20 mil, you got to be worth at least 2 M's. You started the shit. You know what I mean? So it's
depending on how much you paying yourself.
Yeah. So it's ways to it. It's like, yeah, They talking about, oh, it's umpteen, 1,400 whatever millionaires every day. Yeah, that's cool and all, but that might just be because you bought a house and the value of your house crossed the threshold of $1 million. So you got $1 million in assets, but you ain't got a liquid million. Your million and Kaiser not million ain't the same million. He can go fuck off his million.
Yeah.
Your million crumble and your ass is in shambles. That's why everybody play the lottery.
Yeah.
But yeah, ain't no cap to this money thing. It's just how much grit do you have? How much go get it energy do you have to go get what you say you want? I mean, shit, if you want 100 million and you set out, even if you touch 10 million, it's better than fucking 1. So you got further than where you were when you was just sitting there dreaming.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, that's why I'm glad I linked up with the squad here. You know what I mean? This channel that I have on Biasly Raw was to do reaction videos, but that takes a little bit of editing. So I've been restructuring my schedule in my daily life so I can get the free time where there's no kids in the background making noise and stuff. So I can get a couple quality videos out before, let's say, the kids do get introduced. Because, I mean, sometimes they might want to see your kids on camera. Now, there's a level of parenting to where, I don't really feel like kids should be there. But, hey, the society we're in now, it is what it is. Somebody might still need, a role model of how to parent. Who's to say you can't work from home and still be a parent? So, you need some juice? All right, hang on, guys. I'm going to be right back. Let me go grab little man some juice. People need to see that. It ain't always yell at your kids like, go sit your ass down. I'm busy. Like, nah, you shouldn't be too busy for something that you brought here that they didn't ask to be here. So,
and also that's what's dope about this too, though, because it gives you the space to do the shit how you want to. Like, it's not TV. So if we're on the show and we decide to fucking derail, we can do that. Or if I decide to say, hey, bro, hold the fuck on, I'll be right back, go get a drink and come the fuck back, I can do that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's our show. We can do it. We can run it how we want to run it. You feel me? People gonna rock with us. Whoever gonna rock with us regardless. And that's the beauty of it, and being able to be authentic in the shit and not having to be such robots when we're talking and having conversations. We can do that. And so I think that's what, because even though AI is a thing, I also believe that the more AI is introduced, the more that authenticity is going to be important for people. It's like, hey, bro, is this real? Like, nah, nigga, I'm me. Like, come, don't worry about it. We're going to have meetups coming up. You know what I'm saying? So you can come rock out with us. You can come kick it. You know what I'm saying? You can come see me in real life. You can see how I am. The same person that I am right here on camera is the same person I am in person. I'm not different. I am the same guy. You know what I mean? So I think that's what's going to be dope about this channel as well. You know what I mean? We just going to continue to keep running that shit up. And then when that bag start flowing, and it's going to flow in different ways, you know what I mean? Not just from ads or not just from super chats or anything like that, but there's going to be other back end things that we're going to continue to push on, like the Patreon and other little ventures that we may jump into that's going to help the platform, just bring a community of people together. I think it's going to be dope. And then that way it can help you guys ramp the fuck up on whatever it is y'all want to do as well. So that's one of my biggest things with this channel is I want to make sure that I'm running it up on my end so that way I can help this channel run up. So that way y'all have the freedom to do what the fuck y'all want to do. So yeah.
I mean, I know I'm abrasive as hell on here, and it is what it is. People can think whatever they want to think about me, but one thing that I do love is giving back to the community. So, I do want to do back to school backpack drives and stuff. Like, I might joke about going to the strip club and helping little Aiden by throwing some ones on his mama, but at the end of the day, little Aiden appreciated it a bit more if I get him his backpack and pencils in his hand.
Yeah.
You can be like, oh, mommy, look at that dude. He just gave me some school supply. You know what I mean? It feels better when you give it directly to him.
Yeah.
Mom could go buy it, but, she might be frustrated when she bring it back from the store. She might just, take this shit. Quit begging. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that could incite some traumas in him too. But he could come to the drive and be like, oh, there is good people out there. Or I want to be like that. That might be, life is each one teach one. Just attending that drive 1 year might be the one thing and be like, all right, you know what? It's hope. I could turn my life around. There's good people out there. You know what I mean? I want to be like that. So those are like little things that I want to do too, to where once we all get our channels going and stuff, and we get our sponsors, we can collaborate, we can get stuff like that popping to give back to. Because I mean, as much as I talk shit, I'm from the hood. I done did the food drive boxes and the food stamps and all that. It is what it is. And that tough ass government cheese, it only melt once. But you know what I mean? Like, I made it out. Would I go back and live there? Probably not. But the goal was always to grow up and make it out. Now, I don't understand why people that serve drugs and stuff don't leave. Like, if you poison in the community, don't poison them forever. Some of y'all can't get jobs. It is what it is. I mean, it sucks that, you know, you exploit somebody else's downfall to get some paper, but put a cutoff on that shit, man. Like, let me run up 200,000, and if I fuck off the first 100,000, start a business with the other 100,000. Don't be over there trying to fucking be a millionaire off fucking people's disparage and despair. Like, so, you know, and a lot of them people too is like, even the ones that sell drugs, y'all don't even really fucking give back like that. If you gonna sell the mama some drugs, the least you could do is make sure little man make it cool. At least graduate high school.
Right.
That diploma do hit a little bit different than the GED. You know what I mean? It's the same once you enter the job market, but you know, it just hit a little different. So I got a diploma. Like, that motherfucker got a little more bass on it. GED got too many letters. It kind of sounds like, you know, there's a loose screw around there somewhere.
That's a fact. Well, anybody else got any final thoughts?
I'm excited. I think this was great. I'm excited for, you know, just where it's going and where we're all going and how it's going and the plans. Sounds good. I think it's good.
For sure.
And the topics today were good. I love that we all had different views on a lot of things, you know. And we dabbled on quite a few things that I think it was good to chat about.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Mark, you got anything?
No, it was good. Yeah, I agree. The day was good. That one shit that I think the one we all got more like into was not even really a topic. Just fucking stirred up some shit.
That's entertainment. That's where the entertainment comes in.
So yeah, no, I like where it's going. I think every week we get better. So yeah, I think it's definitely good. Excited about this.
Bad then. Well, that was a dope one. Again, we had another fire show. Listen, don't forget to tap in with me tomorrow. Tomorrow's only going to be your boy, you know what I'm saying, yours truly. You know what I'm saying? I get to talk my talk. I might talk about parenting again so I can tell people about the ass. But
Lord, help us all.
Oh, big bro, call in on your shit.
Yeah, listen, he's probably gonna call in. He gonna be like, "Hey, bro, nigga, bro, what I told you, bro." Like, hey, man, I got you. I got you, family. I got you. I feel you. You know what I'm saying? It's all love at the end of the day, man. We're gonna laugh about it. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all, man. And until next time, man, I'll holler.